rivalries after this. The point of this is that, again, as you just said, these teams haven't played each other again. Like, we always want to fantasize if, I don't know, if Magic Johnson can play LeBron, all right? If Steph Curry could have played Larry Bird. These are the things we dream of, but now they're actually going to do it right now because usually it's geographical, and now these teams get to play each other and be a part of their country as well.
That's right. Singapore is the Olympic Esports Week, Singapore 2023. This is where dreams can come true. And on that note, a couple of players who will be appearing behind me on the stage very, very shortly. It's their dream to be here. They are here. They are Joshua and Julian. And let's hear from them now.
I'm Julian, also known as Social, and I'm from the Philippines.
I'm Joshua, also known as JMac, from the Philippines.
And we're here in Singapore this week to take part in the e-basketball exhibition match. I'm 19 years old, and during the day, I'm a student in college to St. Benilde, and during the night, I'm a professional NBA2K player.
I'm 24 years old, and I'm a professional NBA2K player, and I play 2K all day.
I've started playing basketball since I was a little kid, and ever since then, I've loved the game.
I play a bit of basketball, but not as good as him. And this is my favorite player, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And this is my favorite player, LeBron James. So when did you start playing NBA 2K?
Started playing NBA 2K since 2020 during the pandemic. What about you?
I started playing the game since I was a little kid. Like, I guess it was the first 2K I played was like NBA 2K11. But I truly got addicted to the game when the pandemic hit, since we weren't able to play basketball and NBA 2K is all we got. So why do you love playing NBA 2K so much?
Because I love playing basketball and I enjoy playing the game. What about you?
It's because I wasn't really into NBA 2K before, but since the pandemic hit, and I really love basketball, so I thought just switch to virtual basketball.
I'm having the best experience here in Singapore.
That's us in a nutshell. See you later.
Yeah, that's Joshua and Julian in a nutshell. They said we'll see you later. We'll see them in a few minutes' time. But before we get to that, just lay out the basics, Chris. Pro-Am mode, what's it all about?
Yeah, absolutely. We touched upon it before. This is going to be 5-on-5. So you're going to see 5 players from each country here, each controlling their own avatar on the court. The cool thing about Pro-Am mode is it is highly, highly customizable. So what we actually have is avatars that are going to look exactly like the way the players want them to. You're going to see a whole bunch of funky mohawks here. Great kit. It's going to be multicolored, and obviously the jerseys are going to be just like the national team colors, which is exactly what we want to see. The stadium is going to look great. It's a lot of fun to watch.
It's a lot of fun to watch, and like I said, each player is going to control their own avatar. So basically, if you're a point guard, you're the point guard of the crew. If you're a shooting guard, you're the shooting guard of the crew. So everybody has to play their role. It's about teamwork. It's about knowing exactly what you're doing on the court. If you're a center and your job is to be a defender, make sure no one's getting those easy buckets and rebounding so you can do that fast break points, that's what you're going to do. And now this is a offline game, and we've got to talk about that, because usually online, you're in the comfortability of your home. You're basically in your boxes, chilling, playing wherever you want. But now you are next to your opponent. That brings another element. And guess what? There's only one team here that has a setup just like this that we've seen professionally when it came to eFIBA Season 1, which was the Philippines. But now Turkey and Brazil are going to see their opponents. And man, oh man, I can already feel the tension behind that stage.
That's right, the tension is ramping up. So we saw Joshua and Julian there shooting some hoops before they actually played the game. How much does it help playing basketball, being able to shoot hoops in real life and then bringing it into NBA 2K23?
I mean, you just call the IRL, so in real life play, you know what I'm talking about? But the things that I used to play ball. So when you have that knowledge of basketball, it helps at NBA 2K23, because then you know exactly what to do in certain positions. You know how to read a pick. If you're going to hedge, that means you're going to go into the defender. If you know if you have a pick coming, you're going to slip it. That means trying to get to the basket. And using your actual basketball knowledge can help you in the game, and then you can basically be the player you always wanted to be.
Yeah, spot on, Vince. The other thing as well is leadership and teamwork. What you're going to see is actual role players. You're going to see these players sticking to their duties, like you just mentioned, and you're also going to see the captains really, really verbal, really vocalizing, telling their players what to do, where to go, and they will have different tactics. We're actually going to see a clash of styles right here, okay? The meta, you're going to hear us saying that a few times, all right? The most effective tactic available, that is gaming term, meta. When you hear us talk about that, we'll be referencing it. It's going to be very, very interesting. Fireworks, the music is getting loud, the crowd is getting ready. Singapore is about to take the roof off here.
Yep, I can't wait for this energy to happen. And also, let you guys know, these players practice like real players on the court, all right? They got practice sessions. They make sure they talk about plays. You may see them talk to each other and run Computer Blue or Porcupine 1. That's an actual play, okay? Big man can go in doing a stagger screen with the shooting guard, trying to get an open shot for a power forward. Or you may just have someone go, and then boom, you have an alley-oop. And that's the beautiful thing about NBA 2K23, that you get to actually be those players.
I mean, you have breakfast with them in the hotel, right? Are they just like throwing bread rolls at each other? What's happening?
Oh, let me tell you, the psyops began, okay? I turned to Tanzu, the captain of Turkey, this morning. I said, how you feeling, mate? Are we good? And he looked at me, steely cold eyes. And you know what he said?
What?
The pancakes here taste really good, Trumpet Monkey, okay? I mean,
let's forget
he's
about
ready.
pancakes. It's all about NBA 2K23. It's just about to get underway. It is the last event of the Olympic Esports Week, Singapore 2023.
All right, as you see, the stage is ready for 3 teams to get bragging rights for their country. NBA 2K23 basketball. And as we said before, we are part of the Olympic Esports Week 2023. This right here could be a precursor of history. If we can get this game into the Olympics, oh my goodness, it's going to change history, Chris.
You are spot on as we see the match schedule here, Vince. You're not wrong, mate. And these 3 teams are fantastic choices to come and represent 2K. Match number 1, Philippines and Turkey. Match number 2, Brazil and Philippines. Match 3, Turkey versus Brazil. It is exhibition match only, but make no mistake, these 5 lads right here that you're seeing, we got Gabasalite, we got Luis Clamps, Piameres, Marfel, and obviously El Capitano, IC Martins. They came to play, Vince.
Oh my God, and Brazilian has a ferocious defense. But the one thing I want you to watch is Turkey, okay? Love Battle Dead, Kato the Problem, Iren, not Irene, and it's John Boy, not Convoy, and the captain, Tansu. The thing is that they are an offensive juggernaut. They can score what they want and expect a lot of points on the board.
You're absolutely right. And then we talk about the defensive and offensive ability that we see at the Philippines team here. We got Ice, Dom Perch, J-Max, Social, and LCB.
Oh my goodness. Now the thing about the balance between that team is that they have a versatility. The thing is that we talked about how Brazil has defense. Watch for them. Always going to try to press you and see what they can do. And with that, you got Turkey. They're going to try to be offensive. But then again, Philippines going to have that balance, and you'll see some beautiful stuff.
And the moment we've been waiting for, and these players have been waiting for their whole lives, the introduction here, Singapore, Olympic Esports Week 2023. This is going to be phenomenal.
Let's meet the teams. All the way from Brazil, Gabriel Leite. Luis Santos. Felipe Martins. Pietro Fonseca. and Alan Mafra. Give it up for your team, Brazil. Let's welcome the team from Turkey, Berkan Cenger. Kadir Pektas. Tansu Etsoy. Aaron Dermitash. And Majid Boy. This is your team from Turkey. And last but not least, the team from Philippines. Give it up for Isaiah Alindida. Rich Diaz. Clark Benzon. Joshua Machado. And Julian Malilin. This is your team from Philippines. Give it up for all the players. Players, please get to your positions.
All right, as you see, we have 15 players representing their respectable gamer tags. As you can see, everyone's getting ready. And to think about, we have the Philippines versus Turkey. And you were talking about Pro Ammo, Chris. Explain that for the fans.
Yeah, absolutely. To everybody who's in the stadium here as well, awesome to see the fans. Pro Am mode is 5-on-5. That means every player you're seeing on stage right there, he's controlling a different avatar in the game. It's like 5-on-5 real-life basketball. We're going to go 5-minute quarters, 4 quarters, of course, in a game right there. And we're going to see tactics that will somewhat mirror real-life tactics as well. Obviously, we're talking about a simulated sport environment. It's going to be fireworks here, though. As we see the crowd shot right there, looking fantastic. And yeah, game number 1, electric atmosphere, Philippines, Turkey. What a venue, what a week. And Singapore, what an absolutely awesome host country, city it has been right here, man.
Yep, you got Love Battle Dead right there on the camera. But Singapore, are you ready for NBA2K23? Make some noise! Now, as I said before, you got some teams here who have some well balance, and they're going to be talking to each other back and forth. You got your headset on, but again, this is a offline event. What's that mean? They're not in their room, you know, chilling, you know, with their boxes on and playing some people from across the world. No, they're right next to their competitors, and with that gives another element when it comes to competition, Chris.
No, you're dead right there, Vince. Without a doubt, mate. And obviously, you know, it's the Olympic Esports week here, so they're going to keep, I would say, the chirping very respectful. However, we've been told to expect some chirping without a doubt. They are free to use the physical space around them, so definitely expect some expression from the lads. And you know, we've had brekkie with them, we've had lunch, we've had dinner, we've been hanging out with them in the hotel all week, mentally preparing. The psyops have already begun. A lot of cold stares across the cafeteria right there, and now they're getting locked in. They are preparing just like real-world athletes would before a match, obviously with the technical setup as well. However, preparing mentally, they have their tactics. We were lucky enough to be a fly on the wall at the training earlier today, which was really interesting to see the tactics that the different teams are employing. I can't wait, mate. This is going to be a feast for the eyes, for all the viewers there at home, as well as everybody here watching in Singapore.
Again, and my name is Vince Cheng. That was Chris Simpson that you were speaking with. And also, we were a part of eFIBA Season 1, in which 30 national teams competed in 6 different conferences playing NBA 2K23. And that's how they got here, all right? We took some of the best teams, and you said, you know what, why don't we show a little something? Let's put on a show here in Singapore for the Olympics Esports, week 2023. And the thing about this is that they're ready to play. As you said before, they were in the training room, going through plays, understanding their positions, understanding their roles, understanding that, look, we've seen these other teams play before, but we could not play with them because of the geographical restriction.
Precisely. So, yeah, eFIBA is obviously, that entire tournament is broken up geographically. That's the special thing about what you're going to witness here today, is that typically the kings of Asia, as I refer to them, the Philippines, would never necessarily play Turkey, who are the reigning champs of European. It's continental, and it's actually based on geographical regions, but now we have them in the same location, playing each other. Hopefully the first of many to come. I know the players are chomping at the bit to be involved in future iterations as well. It's going to be phenomenal. And obviously, let's not forget about our South American brothers from Brazil. That's a long flight they've made, but they came to play.
It's a long flight. And just talk about Turkey real quick. They had an amazing buzzer beater to take home their respectable championship. But then also, who they played against, it was France versus Spain. And then France, from Breaker the Beast, had this crazy buzzer beater. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see real basketball just in the virtual world, okay?
Yeah.
And you were talking about the meta before, and I think you want to explain that because with NBA 2K, it is real basketball, but it's still a video game. So they have something, called takeovers, okay? You could do something like a sharpshooter or a post scorer or a shot creator, and then you add different attributes to make your avatar even better. But you said the meta, so explain the meta again.
Yeah,
Chris.
so the most effective tactic available. It is a gaming term. It is an acronym. You're going to hear us use it from time to time. There are a variety of metas. It can quite literally change patch to patch. We'll let you know what's going on, though. That's what we're here to do, right? We're here to paint the full picture with words as well as the visuals, tell you what's going on from a tactical perspective. The takeover, I think people will recognize from basketball video games going back 3 decades now. You will quite literally see flames underneath the player who has performed well enough to activate a takeover, and it makes things just a little bit easier on him. And when you see multiple players activated from the same team, look out, because that means fireworks, and that generally means one team is absolutely dominating. And we're being told right now they're just finalizing the technical specs. Yes, they're on the same stage, but they are still connecting to a virtual environment, okay? And I think it's a really good moment, Vince, to just shout out to the bodies that helped make this happen this week, okay? We've got the IOC, obviously. We've got eFIBA and FIBA themselves. The lads, Nico, Gustavo, obviously Face It as well, Rog, and then the entire production crew that are here. But let's not forget the game devs. 2K have been instrumental in helping promote this particular event right here, and they are the ones as well that are helping, the lads connect and set up.
I mean, as you see right behind you, there is a FIBA 3x3 court. We were playing with a whole bunch of kids doing the rules of FIBA 3x3, and it's a whole different kind of ball game. That's 10 minutes on the clock, 12-second shot clock. It's fast-paced. But then also we got some PS5s back there that you can actually play the game of NBA 2K23. And we can go on and on about the game, but I think we got to get to the players, because right now we can break them down. You just saw Kadir Pektas, also known as Kato the Problem. I know he's going to play in center on the Turkey team. 21 years old. His favorite NBA player is LeBron James, and team is the Lakers. He's been playing NBA 2K for 15 years, but competitively for 6. He's been a part of the eFIBA, the European Invitational, organized by 2K League. And a little fun fact about him is that he loves football, but he has no achievements with it. He loves hitting the gym, so he's a little swole, but playing football with friends. And you can also follow him, on Twitter, Kato_2K, and also Discord, Kato8306. And also, I want to talk about the captain, all right? Let's talk about the captain.
Well, Tantu, come on. We're not meant to play favorites. However, honestly, if Shaquille O'Neal and Bruce Willis were somehow spliced together, That's Tanzu. That's the captain of Turkey. This man has so much swagger. He played real-life basketball, as do a lot of these lads, by the way. Some of them at very competitive levels as well. And that transitions, we already touched upon it, to 2K as well. But, mate, I love me some Tanzu. I love the jokes. I love the fact that there is a leader who really has his team mentally prepared. All of them. You know, even the Philippines have come quite a long way to be here. It's been a fantastic week. They're away from family, friends, the comforts of home. They came to play, and you can see him. He's sitting in the middle right there. Okay, yeah, the handsome devil, looks like Bruce Willis, as I mentioned, and he is firing up the troops, getting them ready. The tactics, yeah, are going to be clear, I'm pretty sure, from the first quarter. We're going to recognize what's going on, and we'll make sure we tell absolutely everybody as well. Not long to go now. Getting ready, we hope. And game number 1, of course, of 3, Vince. So it's going to be pretty special. Philippines, Turkey first. Philippines will stay on the stage and then take on Brazil next. And then Turkey will come back and take on Brazil. Juggernaut matches right here. This is literally the best exhibition games you could have hoped for.
Absolutely. And Tanzu right now, clean head just like me, all right? Trying to stay cool, calm like a cucumber. But as you see right here, the game is about to start. We're starting off with the Philippines. As you see, Ice, Don Preach, LCB, J-Mac, and Social right there. And then on Turkey, Jam Boys, not Cam Boy. Also, Iran, Tanzu, Kato the Problem, and Love Battle Dead. Now, I want you to watch a lot of these players on how they play their position, okay? Because you're going to have the point guard build, the shooting guard build, the small forward build, power forward build, and center build, and they're going to be playing their respectable roles on the team. And I really can't wait because I love the jerseys in NBA2K23. It's so customizable, as you said before.
Oh, mate, it's fantastic. We were talking to Ed about it pre-match. Pro-Am mode is highly customizable. So you're not just seeing the national jerseys for the players right here, okay? You're seeing all of the accessories. You're seeing the mohawks. You're seeing the hair color. As we get the tip-off underway, and here comes Ren. Iran is going to be the point guard. You're going to see him with the rock as we get some really sticky defense right away from the Philippines. Kicking it to Kato, the problem now. A nice cut to the bucket right there. Now, that is actually Tanzu. I just want to let everybody know, when you see E24J, that is Tanzu playing on an alternate account. And obviously, he's got the beautiful blue hair right there.
All right, the first slammer jammer of the day. And as you see, the Philippines coming out, the point guard, LCB, trying to create something from behind the arc, hitting his mark. What? From downtown. Let's go, baby. That's how you start here, Olympic Esports Week 2023.
A massive three-pointer there to kick things off. And straight away, you're seeing how these two teams want to take this. We see a wing shot, rattles home as well. Turkey, Vince coming out saying, anything you can do, I can do better.
Back and forth like Venus Williams and also Serena. This is going to be a volley, but let's see if the point guard from the Philippines can take more control. It is 5-3. It's a 2-point game. Again, each quarter is going to be 5 minutes, all right, and they're going to be 4. Now, as you see, they're trying to run the play. Ice trying to size up his opponent, but there's 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Is he going to get it off in time? Oh, off the mark. A great rebound by Turkey and a fast break play.
Yeah, way to crash the boards there as well. For Turkey, we see a nice baseline drive and a finger roll in. Doesn't always need to be a dunk, you know. Very nice stuff. We're seeing full court pressure here from Turkey. But of course, if you're LCB, you are cool under pressure, and you know how to break that trap right there. And they've got the ball up to the wing as you see our first foul. An early lead here for Turkey against the Philippines. Now, we mentioned pre-game, Turkey, Vince, scoring powerhouses, but we thought the unstoppable force, the immovable object, which is the Philippines defense, might actually stop them. So far, Turkey feeling good.
Yeah. All right, now the Philippines are more balanced. Brazil, we got to watch for the unstoppable force, for sure. But right here, they have that balance. Now, LCB has been a point guard for about 3 of these plays right now. A beautiful mid-range. And as a player of the game, that is a lost art. But, man, it was sweet like candy. Love it.
You betcha. And you might have seen the green dollar sign up there, because that was money. We like to call that stroking it green. You need to understand that you need to flick the thumb, I should say, perfectly in order to time these shots. It's not just a button press, it's a stick flick, and it really is difficult to do, Vince. They make it look ridiculously easy.
All right, off the mark again, but great offensive rebound by Turkey. As I said, Turkey is a place that you're going to get a lot of stuff in your face on rejection by the Philippines. Let's keep going, but then a turnover. Oh, this is back and forth. I'm already sweating right here in the booth.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need an oxygen tank up here on the booth, please, guys. Backwards and forwards, ping-ponging right there. That has to be the block of the day so far, though. I'm getting flashbacks to prom, mate. That was rejection all over again.
Rejection block of the day. There's only been 3 minutes. There's a lot more game y'all going to see with this great exhibition match when it comes to NBA2K23. Glad you see the big fella, Don Priest, get into the corner. Social, wide open! Let's go. That's another 3, baby. Now they're up by 1. Philippines is coming ahead.
Oh, that's magnificent play right there. And the corner shooting is probably the loneliest role that you can play when it comes to Pro-Am, because you have to sit there waiting. You can see both teams do it right there. You have to sit there waiting for your opportunity. Sometimes you might go a whole quarter. Then when you get the ball, you got to be red hot as we see a massive dunk there, Vince.
Let's go, baby! That's how you show this is your house, all right? We might be in Singapore, but you're going to come right back to Turkey. Now, as I just said, again, a powerhouse when it comes to scoring. They can shoot behind the heart, and also they can score underneath. But, oh, was that and one almost, but it's a foul. We're going to the foul line for nice little 2 free ones.
Our first free throws of the day. Listen, if you want to play 2K bingo at home, okay, you're basically ticking a box every time something happens, okay? We got our first free throws. You know, I've said it before, I'll say it again, Vince. My favorite type of lead in 2K is a 1-point lead because it means it's about to change.
Oh, man, I don't know. This may go down to the wire because both these teams seem fit. Now, if you don't know about the game, that foul was actually beautiful. Stop that transition, okay? Understanding that if you don't know exactly what you're doing on defense, let's take a second and reset. And that's exactly what the Philippines wanted to do. Now, Turkey is trying to take control. As a 10, guard, ran, seeing from the top. Again, is that Kato the problem? Oh, he is the problem. I can't solve that. He is harder than trigonometry, man.
Big man shoot 3. I love it. And I said it pre-game. If Kato gets open at the top of the key right there, he is going to hammer home that 3. And as we see another wing shot, beautiful stroke in green right there. And it is backwards and forth. Honestly, this is a heavyweight title fight here, Vince. Haymaker after haymaker.
LCB, now you know me. He's making himself known on the court here in Singapore. But let's see if it's guard versus guard. I just see Iran trying to size up a nice crossover, getting to the mid-range to the elbow. But seeing Jam Boy, now we know this man can shoot behind the arc, but what he did in eFIBA Season 1 with that beautiful buzzer beater, and again from downtown, but an offensive rebound by the big fella. I love seeing, make sure you're working. And again, the man in the blue on Turkey, that is Tanzu, all right? He had a little bit of something with his avatar, so we had to change the game attack, but we still love him. And you see the focus from Turkey, and right there, before the buzzer, before that shot clock, scoring 14-13.
And he banks it in. Call him the teller. He only deals in banks, Vince. That was absolutely phenomenal. An off-balance shot right there. No shot clock. They're probably going to wind it down right here. LCB, he is the captain. He knows what's up. They're going to chew this clock all the way down and try to take the lead here at the end of the first quarter. I can't believe it's the end of the first quarter already, Vince. And we are definitely going to see more of that from LCB. A fall-away three-pointer. Are you kidding me?
This man got more range than Yellowstone, people. And as you saw, the takeover was activated. Sharpshooter doing what he does best. Let's go, y'all. This is the Philippines versus Turkey. I can't believe we're starting with this energy for the first game of the day.
Phenomenal time out there to quickly get an inbounds down the court. What can they work out? They're going to try and catch and shoot. Doesn't have enough time. Quarter 1 in the books here. Olympic Esports Week, Singapore 2023. The Philippines will get the ball in here, which means they have a chance to extend this 2-point lead. And as you can see, right now, LCB has activated his takeover. That means right now, Vince, that rim is as wide as the ocean. He can just pour in the points. They got to play some sticky, icky defense. Oh, just like that.
Gotta be careful though, because then you get cold and you're gonna lose that takeover. But the thing is that you gotta be smart. A lot of one-on-one play going on. Behind the back pass! Oh, slamma jamma again! That's how you play the game, baby.
And the crowd actually loving that one. We heard a collective gasp right there. The skills to pay the bills. Very nice. Okay, that was Jason Williams-esque right there. As we see the corner shooter, oh, great transitional defense here. Turkey's defense has improved since eFIBA Season 1. I can see that just 1 quarter into the game, Vince.
That's the training that they've been doing, practicing as much as they can, making sure they're talking about beautiful big man play by the Philippines. Again, if you know exactly what your position in, then you do it. If you got to eat the boards, eat the boards. You want them glasses, get the glasses. But as you see, Turkey, great pass, wide open, man, oh man. You got to make sure you put someone on him because he's going to score on you all day.
And let's just, we got to just reiterate, they are making ridiculously difficult shots look really, really easy out there. As we see the corner shot, you got to knock that down, and he does. Every single player, look at the crowd there, Vince. Every single player stepping up to the mark. When their name is called, they are taking full advantage of the spotlight here.
One question, are you not entertained? We are going back and forth. This right here is a rumble in the jungle. They're going to make sure they're going to leave everything on the line. This is the action pack of NBA2K23. But let's see with the guard, because this man has been on fire. You don't got an signature. You better pull him out and foul him, because he's about to take something you don't want him to take. But as you see, another smart play. Understanding, let's slow the game down a little bit. Yeah. Let's see if the Philippines can control this offensive possession. Again, point guard, and as you see, a pick is coming to the right side, wide open, but didn't take that sharp, smart move. And he's not activated anymore, so he's going to be intelligent with his 3. But again, great offensive board by the center, Don Preach. And let me just break down Don Preach. This man is the smallest person on the team, but plays the center, and he's doing great on the glass.
Phenomenal stuff right there, eating up the glass. We do see the ball go back the other way. Oh, nearly turned over. Tight passing, tight defense here from the Philippines. And again, you're seeing Iren, who is trying to work some magic of his own. The corner was open momentarily, and we're going to have just, oh, the Zebra's giving the ball to the Philippines there. Controversial, Vince, controversial. So here we go, Philippines trying to add to this lead. LCB's activation, as you can see, the flames have dimmed down. It's gone away right there because he missed that last 3. However, the tactic is clear. They're looking for that pick and roll and that open 3 just like that.
LCB, baby. He knows how to shoot from 3. I mean, you got to put something on that man. Get some contestant. Because if he don't contest him, he going to make sure you pay for it. And that's why sharpshooter is his takeover, because he's a made-born shooter.
And look, this is the largest lead of the game here for the Philippines, Vince. Okay, I put quarter number 1 down to Turkey 100%. Here in quarter number 2, it is a mental game as well. You've got to be switched on for the full 20 minutes that you're on the court, as we see a huge drive and dunk right there. Little man with the hops, are you kidding me?
Oh, I felt that one, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna need an ambulance. Do we have any nurses or doctors in the audience? Because somebody's hurting right now. But the Philippines is gonna try and answer back. Again, LCB doing some one-on-one. Good pass to J-Mac. Now, he was supposed to be for president from the Philippines. We'll talk about that a little later. But I'm telling you, they have some great communication. But there's some one-on-one with LCB. He's getting a bit of a rejected right on the open court. And Turkey is trying to take over the offense.
That was gorgeous defense right there from Turkey. As you see a reach-in foul on an activated player. Look, every once in a while, coach will say, yeah, that's a good foul. Coaches don't mind a good foul, especially if you're trying to take the ball away from the hot hand right there. Turkey saying, hold up a second. We can hear you as well here in the crowd. Trumpet Monkey, we've got some defense as we see a nice cut here to Kato. Jamboy, it's pronounced Jamboy, okay. And he is just trying to work some magic. He ran from the wing. Oh, he missed it. Great defense, it has to be said, from the Philippines as well here. Again, I like that foul. I like trying to stuff down the transition bucket right there. That's absolutely important. You don't want the Philippines getting away with it too easy.
Exactly, and as you can see, LCB has 16 points out of the 24 for the Philippines. This man is becoming an unstoppable force on offense. We gotta find an answer for him if you're Turkey, all right? If again, it's more defense or just making sure he does not get the ball. And again, great defense by the Philippines. Man, oh man, they were prepared for this.
Wow, to pick the pocket of Iran, normally such a secure hand. Nice big man dunk right there. Oh, hanging onto the rim, Vince. A little bit of attitude right there. Some sauciness here from Team Philippines.
That was Alpha Omega, baby. That right there is godlike. And I'm going to see someone go Super Saiyan, but behind the arc, hitting his mark. All right, Turkey, I'm seeing that offense. Let's keep seeing it, baby.
Yeah, Iran doing a fantastic job there. He showed like he was going to drive like straight up Route 1, just pulled it out to the wing, fadeaway three-pointer. Obviously, he's activated, so that rim gets a little bit bigger, but that still took a bunch of skills as LCB gets opened. Money from the top of the key.
Now, if you know Call of Duty, he got a Car 98. This man is sniping on you. I told you, these men can play the game. There is no mind in mind that's saying that they can't. Because right now, mid-range off the mark, okay, that happens. But boy, oh boy, we're going in a half. And I got to admit, Chris, I need an oxygen tank because I'm exhausted.
Yeah, definitely. We are hitting the waters up here on the commentary desk. As you can see, now this is a feature that you're going to see. You see a couple of coaches standing behind the players as well, talking tactics, running up and down, passing on messages. All of the players there are plugged in and can communicate to one another. So right now, they'll just be saying, hey, guys, chill. I'm giving quarter number 1 to Turkey. I thought they came out firing on all cylinders right there. And then Philippines came back with a vengeance in quarter number 2. They do get the put in here to begin quarter number 3. Can they extend the lead? The largest lead has been 4. As we see a reach-in foul. Again, I don't hate that at all. Try to get the ball away from one of the best players in the world is always a good tactic. Can the Philippines just nurture this lead a little bit? Add a couple more points. We see a nice, beautiful baseline cut, and that's where the real world basketball comes in. Sometimes it's about being hard to defend off the ball.
That's called a dime, because that was a 10 out of 10. That's how you pass when right there and you in that short corner. When I used to play, that short corner is absolutely deceiving. We don't know, but another slammer jammer by Turkey. Let the big man know he gonna bring down that rim.
And look, that is just 2 very seasoned veterans of the Turkey team right there saying, you know what we need? We need a quick, easy bucket here just to chip away at this lead. Let's get back on D and see if we can get a stop. Oh my God, splitting the 2 biggest defenders from the Turkey team right there. Are you kidding me, Vince? Flying through the air.
Crisscrossing now. LCB has 21 points. Are you kidding? But Jamboy, the mid-range water, that was hydrating. And that's what I love about this game is that they're bringing some lost arts back. Mid-range is an easy 2. And I just said stroking it green. You don't have to hold the right stick too much. You don't got to hold square too much. Just got to get it right and get those 2 points.
Yeah, and I just want to take the moment right here as we see LCB trying to work an open shot. That was in traffic, but he still rattles it home. He is entering another plane of existence, another dimension here. He is losing his mind on that court, playing out of his mind, Vince.
1, 2, 3, uno, dos, tres. I'm telling you, after you finish that, y'all can get to rest. Because, man, this dude is balling. And this is a back-and-forth game. It's only a 4-point game. As you see, a timeout just to, recalibrate what you're supposed to do. As you see, the one and only Dead, right? Love Battle Dead on the end right there. The one and only Burkan Jagan. I mean, Turkey is a team that knows offense. And now Philippines, though, as I said, was well-balanced before. Yeah. Is showing they're the more offensive competitor.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're playing kind of above and beyond. So you see a beautiful cut to the bucket right there. Just falling asleep ever so slightly on that cut. Look, the tactics so far have just been absolutely spot on, just perfect from both teams. It's only a small lead. It's a 2-possession lead as we get an and 1. Our first and 1 of the day, Vince. That was special.
And 1, and knowing exactly, you get the contact when you go into the lane. You want to try your best to get that and 1, because that is an easy, free 3 points when you knock down that free throw. And that's what they call it a free, because it is a free throw.
Yeah, I was never really good at the free throws in real life as well. Too much on the line as we see LCB just gliding, making it look effortless, and just like that, he's activated to take over yet again. Now that means that the job just got twice as hard on defense for Turkey as we see a good reach in. Man, just sticky defense. It's like this Singapore weather out here, Vince. It's really muggy. It's all over you, right? It's the heat. It's exhaustive, but it's fantastic to watch.
Now, Iran got 15 points. He's leading the pack with Turkey's 35. Now, he's that offensive mind, and he's saying, get in the band. But again, this is like real game. If that is a bad pass, you're going to have a turnover. And as you just said, LCB has activated his takeover, and Turkey recognizes that, and it's going to slow him down so he doesn't get an easy shot.
Yeah, and I don't mind these fouls at all, honestly. Just trying to get a hand in there and get the ball back, be a little bit sneaky. Nothing wrong with that. Now, watch the tactics here, guys. LCB is going to hold the rock. There's that pick right there. Just a big man making a nuisance of himself, trying to work the open shot, and if not, maybe the cutting man. There's the top of the key. That is a miss, but a big offensive board. Is he going to go straight back up? He is, and it's money.
Don Breach, I see you, baby. This guy is a problem. He's been playing NBA 2K for 10 years, comparatively for 4 years. And the funny thing is that he's the center, but his favorite player is Steph Curry, man. It should have been Shaquille O'Neal, Bam Adebayo. I mean, even Nikola Jokic. What? You got a favorite player as a Steph Curry and the shooter, and you a center? Something going wrong here, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, that is the beauty of 2K, though, right, Vince? Let's say you're not 7'7" in real life. You can get in the game and be 7'7" and dominate in the paint just like that. Loving, by the way, the green hairdos right here. Phenomenal stuff. And this is a great thing if you're just joining about Pro-Am mode is the highly customizable avatars, the players that are being controlled. It's 5-on-5. These are 5 Pro 2K players, the best 10 players that we could possibly see on screen right now, each of them controlling an avatar, Pro-Am mode. So cool, Vince. Yeah, right. Highly customizable, wide open LCB. They fall asleep, but he misses as we see another offensive board. Look at them fighting in the paint. He's probably going to reset here, kick it back out, and there's LCB. You're going to see this a lot. The point guard with the rock in his hands. A lot of the time as we see good defense here, they really needed that stop, Turkey. Is he going to pull up? He's going to hit the corner. Boom! Oh, we missed it. You gotta make those shots.
All right here. Let's see if the Philippines can take control. 42-35, a minute left in the third. Now LCB has been on fire over a 20-point game. A nice little jump pass. I do that in real life. And oh man, that's an assist. That's what you call assist. You're using your team, and they understand that LCB is gonna try to score, so you're gonna dish it to your man.
Phenomenal shot right there. This is the biggest lead we've seen of the day so far, as we see a 3 rattle home there for Turkey. Man, they needed that like a drink of water in the desert, Vince. They definitely needed that one right there. They got it. Now can they get a stop and just close out this third quarter to give themselves a chance to maybe grab this lead in the fourth? But of course, is there a more clutch team in International 2K in the fourth quarter than Turkey? I can't think of one.
Oh, man, I can think of a couple, but they are definitely on top right there. I can think of a couple. I said they're going to stop here. Now we got a technical foul. As you see in the pass lane, you got to go for the ball, okay? You can't just go for the player. And now in NBA 2K23, they definitely have the technical for 2 shots, and they're going to get the ball back. As you see, 26 points for LCB. But, man, oh, man, Iran is showing a lot of heart on this Turkey team. Now, Tanzu is the one in the blue. Remember that, okay? Because he has a different build. Now, Iran trying to find a Jam Boy is now activated as a sharpshooter. Great passing, using your teammates. And now open to the lane, but a corner 3, about 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Iran does it behind the back. That is way deep. Oh! That was a teaser, baby. Don't do that to me.
He shot that one from the hotel. As we see a technical foul back the other way, so we're going to have the free throw here, just the one free throw, and then the inbounds. Maybe look for a quick pass and a timeout here, or just to get it over halfway so that they can work something. If not, LCB is going to give the rock up, try and pull the trigger. There we go. Third quarter is in the books. I'm giving that one to the Philippines as well. They're up by 6, and we will see Turkey get the rock to begin with right here. A little bit of a mountain to climb, considering how good both of these teams are, Vince.
Absolutely. Now, Turkey, like I said, they are one of the best, four-quarter teams. I didn't say they're all the best, but dang, baby, right down the lane. Let's see ya. Someone better check that rim, because I think it's broken. He's not playing that hard.
Well, if you're interested in seeing just how good they are when it comes to the fourth quarter, go back and watch the European Conference Final from eFIBA Season 1. And the buzzer beater to end all buzzer beaters. Of course, Turkey beating France in that final. And here we go as they get a stop on defense. It's only a 4-point lead now. As you see a good reach. Again, I don't mind that foul right there. Try to pick the pocket, try to get the ball back, stop the momentum, which is shifting towards Turkey here. It has to be said. And here we go. Oh, Jam Boy is activated, Vince. This could spell trouble here for the Philippines. We know that Turkey are going to fight to the last last slither, the last second.
Absolutely, and you got 3 players on Turkey that are in double figures when it comes to points. And I said before, they are an offensive team, but they're just not hitting that shot. It may be a little bit of pressure that they're on stage in this beautiful country of Singapore, but I know they could do better than this. All right, 42-46, a turnover, open lane, showtime, baby! Not just a 3-point shooter, the man can dunk as well.
Quick transition bucket, and just like real life, okay, you're going to see a strategic timeout here from the Philippines. They're just going to be collecting themselves. Coach is going to be whispering in their ear, calming the troops down a little bit, talking to one another, and just saying, guys, we got this. We were leading through 3 quarters. Let's not lose it here. Just a 2-point game, though. Look for someone to step up and lead right here as we see even more clutch defense from Turkey, forcing a contested shot, which means it rattles out, and we got ourselves a tie ball game here, Vincey, in the 4th.
Oh, man, that was a dime, baby. That's what I love about this game. Man, make sure you see your man to get that open. Beautiful, too. But I see Philippines slowing it down just a little bit. LCB trying to find the open slot. Big man trying to do a nice pick and roll, but couldn't get that assist. He was a little bit open. You got to thread that needle, but was unable to do it. There's 2 seconds left in the shot. Mid-range, off the mark. Now Turkey is controlling the offense.
Great boards there defensively as well, and Turkey with an opportunity to take the lead for the first time, I was going to say since the first quarter, but there's some stifling defense of their own from Philippines. 46-46, we've got 2:50 to play here in the 4th, Vince. It's only an exhibition game. Oh, as we see a miss there from the top of the key. Try telling these guys that.
No. Now, man, you're only going to see 3 games today, ladies and gentlemen. Just 3. If you want more, make sure you tell everybody here at the IOC. But here's the thing. Jam Boy getting that mid-range again and almost taking the lead for Tequila. 46-46. Let's see, was that a turnover or it's a foul? I thought that was a jump ball, Chris.
Yeah, it was nearly. You're spot on. I was thinking jump ball as well. I was waiting for the camera to catch up a little bit there. Here we go. We got the inbounds from the Philippines. Oh, through 3 players. LCB manages to get the rock as we see another reach in. How far away are we from the bonus right there? Oh, God, it was already a 2-foul, so we're all good. It's looking pretty tight right here. It has to be said, though, this is when every single possession counts as we see another beautiful hand up in the passing lane, just like real life basketball, forcing the turnover. We come back the other way here with Turkey and a nice cut, and they can't get the ball to drop in. We have now not seen a bucket in over a minute of gameplay in game here, Vince. These 2 defenses absolutely clamping up right here as we see an open 3, and finally money from the top of the key from LCB for the Philippines. And now Turkey have to try and answer with a bucket of their own.
Man, if you like One Piece, he has more aim like Usopp the God. But coming right back with the mid-range, Turkey is going nowhere. This is a 1-point game. And right there, Jam Boy, 14 points, 5 of 9 for field goals, and 2 for 5 from 3-point. You got to put something on this man. You got to be on white on rice. Stick to him, because if he's open just a little bit, he is going to score. And I just see a crossover from LCB. Oh, he's all by himself. That's how you knock down the 3.
You can't leave one of the best shooters in the world unmanned like that. Don't know that though, Turkey. They won't be panicking. They'll just be rectifying that for the next defensive possession. But right now, their focus has to go to scoring a bucket as we see a huge block right there. Are you kidding me? That man is a family, Vince.
Yo, locked him up like Zeus. That was a Titan block right there. They felt that back in the Philippines. And long range again. Are you serious? 51-52. A minute left of the first game here at the Olympic Esports 2023. Let's go, baby.
Phenomenal stuff here. Just a 1-point lead and 1 minute to play. The crowd are being treated to a phenomenal matchup between these 2 teams right here. The players have the sweats. Gamer mode activated, except for LCB, who seems pretty calm and collected, sitting back right there as he has the rock and an open jumper, 15-footer. It's money. A 3-point game here. Not insurmountable, not for Turkey by any stretch of the imagination. But my word, it's getting tight here, Vince, as we see Jamboy coming up the court. There's a nice foul right there. You know what? I don't think anyone was open, so that was a lucky foul.
Yep. LCB has 35 points with 6 assists. This man is offensive machine. Call him the juggernaut. And I can't say the other word, I don't want to get canceled. But anyway, we're going from deep range, and again, tied game. 54-54, 20 seconds left on the clock. Let's go, y'all.
Are you kidding me, man? These guys got the script. This is fireworks, Vince. Absolutely phenomenal. As we do see an activation right there, I wonder are they going to utilize it. We've got a 3-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock right here. LCB just trying to work this down, take as much time off as possible, drop in the bucket that is the lead. We see the cut for Perch, back out to LCB. He missed it. Oh my word. They got the rebound and the foul.
Wait a minute, I hope we're not a bonus. No,
not
we're
it,
taking
not
it
it.
out. We're taking it out. Well, man, right now I'm heartened, but as you can see, this is a smart timeout. That man was shooting for the moon, and he missed. He didn't end up on the stars yet, but as you see, a minute, right, and this is just 1 minute, they're gonna come back, but 1.7 left on the clock, 54-54. The inbound play is coming in from J-Mac. He knows that they'll play back. It's up! It is off! We're going to our first overtime, baby!
Overtime in game 1? Are you kidding? Yes, please. Okay, guys, just like real life, we go to OT when the score is tied at the end of regulation play. It's 3 minutes on the clock right here, a little bit shorter than your typical quarter, okay, which is 5 minutes. And we get to see these two teams go at it once again for another 3 minutes here, Vince. This has not failed to disappoint. What a phenomenal exhibition match as we see LCB trying to work that open three, fall away. It's good. You see that green dollar sign above his head, it means money.
Man, call him Wednesday, because she don't blink and he don't miss. That's what I want to see, baby. I just gave you a little kiss off the glass. Man, I am clairvoyant. I didn't know I was going to see that play.
Phenomenal stuff here as we see a nice turnover from the inbound and a quick timeout right there. Jamboy with 19 points and 3 assists. Right, I tell you what, couple of national heroes in the making right here for all the fans, family, friends watching back home. Of course, the players are here with the full support of their basketball federations and associations. Didn't like what he was seeing right there, so you take the time out. You can't take them with you, right? You may as well use them if you don't like the inbound look. Right now, Turkey, any score from the field of play is going to mean the lead for them right here.
Now we got 2 minutes left in OT. We're live here in Singapore, and I'm telling you, crowd, if you're having a good time, make some noise. Let me hear you. Give it up for these teams. They're doing their thing. They're doing it for y'all. 56-57. 2 minutes left. Let's see if the LCB is still hot, because he's been rocking on the boards and also rocking behind the arc. Oh, a nice steal. That's what I'm talking. Great defense by Turkey.
Oh, absolutely. That was the captain, Tansu, with the transition. Goaltending. Are you kidding? Turkey get the 1 point lead. It was goaltending. Oh my God, 2K, bingo. Eat your heart out. We got our first goaltending of the day as well right here. And now it's just going to be a seesaw battle for the ages here as LCB tries to hit from the top, and it's good again, Vince. He has been unstoppable in this game.
Absolutely. He's like the Mario star. This man is invincible, as you see. 60-58, minute 37. I am telling you, I am not surprised that these two teams that probably would have never played each other when it comes to geographical situations are actually put it on a show here in Singapore. Turkey trying to make sure, and this right here, down the lane! A nice little hang time, baby.
You got Mario on one team. I give you the Sonic the Hedgehog blue hair on the other team. Are you kidding me? Give that man all the rings in the world. Phenomenal dunk right there. Again, who is it? Tansu. He gets the massive steal at one end, and then he goes and gets a huge bucket as we see a pickpocket yet again here from Jamboy. Tansu finds Eren on the wing. Quick three. Oh my word, I don't know if I like that shot. That felt a little bit cagey right there. All tied up, 1 minute to play. We probably got 3 or 4 possessions max as we see Don Breach has to take that timeout right there. Heads up play. You know why? He was about to get an offensive 3-second violation, just like real life basketball. So now we'll see the Philippines get the inbounds with 14 seconds left on the shot clock here, trying to edge the lead here as we're in overtime. I can't believe it, Vince. We were speaking about this earlier as we see a huge steal from Tansu yet again. Here comes Turkey back the other way, trying to make some magic, Vince.
Now Turkey has to be careful now. You got to control the possession, all right? There's still about a 4-possession game because we still got the shot clock and game clock. 35 seconds is left. Now they're breaking it down, and that's a decent foul. You know what that's a decent foul?
Yeah.
Because there are 3 players right now on Turkey that are are in double figures. And guess what? 2 of them are always got 20-point games. So that means they're being very offensive-minded. Now, Kato the problem, trying to find out his guard that he's been doing this work. 7 seconds left, 25 seconds left. It is tied ball game to the corner. Love battle dead. Let's see if he's going to be awakened. But it's Jam Boy from 3 off the mark, baby.
Kato.
Great offensive rebound.
Oh, Kato gets the ball, looks for the outlet, looks to reset the play, which is the right move, but it goes straight into the hands right there of the Philippines, who call a timeout. No shot clock, Vince. This is it. 10 seconds left on the clock right here. Playing for all the marbles, mate. 60-60. Are we gonna see some magic here from the Philippines? Oh no, we're not. We're gonna see a huge turnover from Turkey. They're talking to one another. They're looking for this final shot to hopefully take the win. Can he get it off? It's good!
From mid-range, he ain't gonna change. This man has a plan. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Taking it out all the way to the top. This right here, the first game here in Singapore when it comes to Olympic Esports Week 2023 NBA 2K. Shout out to you, eFIBA, for a great game.
And look what it means to the lads there, Vince. Obviously handshakes. They know they just gave the crowd one of the greatest international 2K games we might have ever witnessed, Vince. That was phenomenal. And of course it came down to that final 15-foot jump shot. Cool guys don't look at explosions. I hope everybody caught that at the end there when we see it on the replays. As he stroked it green, he turned away from the bucket before it went in. My word. Yeah, cool guys don't look at explosions. That was a movie moment right there, Vince.
We can take a breath for about 5 seconds, but ladies and gentlemen, that's what NBA 2K23 does. You feel like you're in the Forum. You feel like you're at Madison Square Garden. It is real players playing for glory, playing for everything, because the one thing I do know is that I love this game more than almost anything, except my mama. I love her much more. But I just see these replays here. LCB was absolutely phenomenal, though. This man had a 40-point game, but I ran nice little fillet, little scoop, extra sprinkles, making sure. But the rejection by the Philippines, Chris, and I told you about the balance of their offensive and defense, but Turkey was extremely offensive this game.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I got to say, we saw like a new side from both of these teams. I think we probably saw, you know, an offensive game from the Philippines that we hadn't necessarily seen. LCB just grabbed the bull by the horns. Look at the crowd getting into it right there. And then I think Turkey stepped up defensively, especially there in overtime. If I'm not mistaken, by my count, they had 3 steals in overtime alone, and it was the captain Tanzu setting it up. And I just want to reiterate to everybody watching here in the crowd, at home, wherever you are around the world, when they make a shot and you see that green money sign above their heads, they are actually making something that is very, very difficult look ridiculously easy, as we see Jam Boy with that breakaway jam. I just can't believe the show these two teams just put on. You saw what it meant to Turkey at the end there, Vince. We know those lads came to play.
They came to play. And you know what? There's something called the announcer's curse, because I kept hyping up their offense. They're an offensive juggernaut. They're an unstoppable force. But as you just said right there, they stepped it up on defense, and now they won the first game right here in Singapore. And you know what? Now we got to find out what the Philippines can do, because now they got to lick their wounds and play this ferocious defense from Brazil.
Yeah, this is going to be really, really interesting. I thought just kind of, you know, let's say living with the team in the hotel throughout the week, watching everybody's body language. You and I both love the psychology of sport as well as like the psychology, the mental fortitude of esports. And I got to tell you, the Brazilian team were probably the most chill. And I think their coach as well just was oozing experience and oozing chillax, which I really like to see. And you know, we have something to say about him.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Luca Saragi, or Saragi, got to make sure I pronounce it right, but also known as Kalu Basam. He is a IRL. He's a real-life player playing professionally in Brazil. But then also, when it comes to 2K, he's a mini legend. He knows exactly how to play this game, coaching these young bucks. I mean, the oldest player on this Brazil team is 26. The youngest is 19, and they know how to play. I mean, you got Lamar Friel, Primaris, Gabe, Icy Martins, Lewis Clamps, and I want everyone to watch out for Alan Mafra, okay? He's a center. okay? This man, the last game against Argentina, was basically getting 19 points and 17 rebounds, eating up the boards like hungry hippos. He's going to be a factor if he's on this game today.
Yeah, the glass eater right there. And as everybody's seeing, just like real life basketball, that's the great thing about Pro-Am mode. You know, things like rebounds, things like steals, getting your hand up in the passing lane, these things actually matter. So when someone gets 17 boards, especially in a title bout against Argentina, you know, that is saying a lot. And as you can see, the Brazilians looking pretty chill. It was interesting to see the camera panning over the Philippines team right there. They have got to rinse. They're gonna have, like, as Ted Lasso says, the memory of a goldfish, okay? Be a goldfish. They're gonna forget about that last game. Their tactics were really sound. I thought they showed tremendous defense, and aside from their offensive game that we hadn't seen before, so many points from LCB, I think they'll be thinking, you know what? The tactic is sound, more of the same. Psychologically, just got to get over that last match.
Now LCB, we got to say again, an over 40-point game. Now, this guy been playing NBA2K for over 15 years, all right? 9 years competitively. I mean, his rival is everyone. Loves the Lakers, you know, Luka Doncic, Zion Williamson, but he's showing his experience of the game right here in NBA2K23. And as you see, Philippines in the white, and I'm telling you, I think this is going to be a battle, brother.
Yeah, this is going to be really phenomenal to watch right here. Both lineups, another tremendous element of Pro-Am. Repeating myself, but for anybody just tuning in, as we see the Brazilian uniforms right there, is the highly customizable element. Look at the swag, look at the drip, look at the shoes, the hair. I don't think I've seen a pink beard in a long time. Looking phenomenal, Vince.
Can we take a second and give some homage to these Brazilian jerseys? I want one in real life, all right? I'm Jamaican, so I know exactly what the green and yellow, and this adds some black, but man, this is good. And we're already starting. I said, watch out for this Brazilian defense, but the Philippines are going to step it up, licking their wounds from that loss to Turkey. And let's see if LCB is going to step it up again as the point guard. Great dive pass, another slam,
Woo.
Let's go.
That's it. You can't fall asleep for a split second on defense against these world-class teams right here. The players from Brazil, their first game, Philippines have played one. Mind you, it was a strenuous one. It went to overtime, so we see more good defense in the passing lane here from the Philippines. So they're warmed up. Brazil have to come out and get loosey-goosey as quickly as they can, as we see good D here from Icy Martins. The big boy, the man with the pink beard and the mohawk, he stands out, that's for sure, as we see a three from the corner. The loneliest man in 2K is that corner shooter, Vince. You might have to wait there the whole quarter, and as soon as you catch the ball, shoot and be perfect. He made it look easy right there. 5-zip start here for the Philippines. Brazil coming out a little bit slow, Vince.
A little bit slow, and that was from J-Mac. This man can play, but as you see, Brazilian right there off the mark, but great defense. And let's shout out J-Mac for a little bit. He's playing the power forward, 24 years old, playing 3 years, NBA 2K, and also playing 3 years competitively. I mean, this man's played in 2K League APC tournament, and right now he's trying to show out here in Singapore.
Well, can we not just shout out J-Mac as he pulls up for a massive three and rattles it home. Philippines out to an 8-zip start here over Brazil. But can we also shout out the awesome bromance as we see a great steal and another three here from the Philippines. It rattles in and out again as we see a foul down there. You made J-Mac very famous during eFIBA Season 1. He became a national meme in the Philippines, and it is rumored that he may or may not have sold 1 million T-shirts with his likeness on it, all because of you, Vince. So a nice bromance. I'm not jealous, but a nice bromance forming right there between yourself and J-Mac.
I mean, salamat, okay? I thank you very much. I love the Philippines love me. And the one thing is I love amazing basketball, baby. 8-0. Now, come on, Brazil, you got to step it up. But a nice little deep three off the mark. Here's that defense. Transition. Let's see if Lewis Clancy's going to do it. But, loses the basketball. And I think it's still Brazilian ball, so it's off the Philippines.
Yeah, but I think what we're seeing here is just one team that is starting and a little bit cold, and the other team that just came off a heated match. Great to see where they're at psychologically, though, the Philippines. They have just shrugged off that loss to Turkey. They know this is their second and final game of the day, so they want to show out for all the fans here in Singapore. Doing a great job so far. And at the moment, Brazil, as the shot clock is down to 2, he has to pull the trigger on that. It's good. Are on the board. They finally have their first points here. Good stuff from Brazil.
Nice little mid-range. When it comes to the game, sometimes you just got to see the ball go through the hoop, okay? Just knock off that ice. At any moment, you can start heating up. I mean, it's only the first quarter, baby. That's all you need. And right now, doing some good defense. Now you have possession. Getting the fast transition, cross-court pass, making sure the defense shifts one way so you can get an open lane or maybe an open look to score. I mean, you're only down by 6 and just starting, but hey, you got to control the rock. That's the most important thing of the game. Back and forth. Okay, this is going to become half potato. Who's going to take control?
Oh, mate, backwards and forwards as you see a reach-in foul right there. It's getting a little bit scrappy here in the first quarter. We got 2:02 to play, 17 on the shot. We're going to see the inbounds here from the Philippines. Brazil crowding that inbound, trying to make it difficult on them. And there's Icy Martins, El Capitano, trying to just defend the top of the key. Looks a little bit lost. He has to come over and help with LCB as we see a nice cut, a nice bucket right there. And the Philippines pouring in another 2 points. Look at the full court pressure from the Philippines. We didn't see that against Turkey, and now they're bringing it into play here against Brazil, maybe smelling a little bit of an upset.
A little bit of a set, and I do see that glowing blue right there. It's getting a little cold. We got to heat this man up. Come on, Gabe, what you got? On top of the key, nice little behind the back, straight over the lane. Open up a step back. Oh, we show a little pizzazz right there. A little swag. All right, show what you got to do, baby.
There you go, some hot cocoa and a blanket. Just what the doctor ordered, a step back 15-footer right there. Phenomenal stuff. And Brazil just within touching distance. I want to take this moment to point out that a 6-point lead, when it comes to these teams with a beautiful baseline dunk, 6 points is nothing.
Open lane, bring the pain, baby. That's what you got to do. That defense was sleeping. You got to wake up, baby. Well, it's 4-12, and let's see if Brazil can come back. 52 seconds left in the first, a foul, stopping the transition for a little bit, but man, that was one of the most beautiful plays I've seen today.
Oh, that was really nice. Look, the backdoor cut is a lost art in real life as well, but it is something that is alive and well when it comes to 2K. And these are the types of tactics they'll be communicating with. They'll be testing the waters, they'll be trying it out, and you know what? If they expose something in Brazil's defense, they're going to keep going back to that well.
Now big fella from behind the arc, off the mark, but great offensive rebound by Pamedes. He's just new to the team. This man is young. He's 22 years old. I mean, playing NBA2K since 2K16, but then playing competitively since 2K19. He studies in Canada, and this man loves football, like the real football, not the American football like I know because I'm from New York. But you know, the football, the real football, that's football around the world, that one.
The beautiful game indeed as we see him just lose the handle there ever so slightly, and some stifling defense here from the Philippines to get the ball back from Brazil. And now LCB trying to work his magic. This one a little less, I should say, tighter than the game with Turkey. So far, so good, but Brazil seem to have switched on defensively here as we're looking at we get a 3-second violation there. Okay, I was about to say, was expecting the 24-second shot clock. There you go, good D from Brazil. They kind of needed to stop there. It was getting a little bit out of hand, Vince.
Look, it's just the first quarter. You have a lot, but that's a deep, long range. That's what I'm talking about, man. Put up that trident up. That's 3 points. Now 7-12. You're still in this game, baby. Just a 5-point backing, all right? You can do it. Just keep doing on the defense, and you'll be able to get back in this game.
What great situational awareness as well, as we see a nice 3 attempt right there, but a great offensive board here. Really nice work from the Preacher. Really good stuff to get the ball back to LCB. Really great, I would say, situational awareness to get that shot off just before the quarter ended. As we see a 24-second shot clock violation. Oh, they let it go, the refs right there. Really great defense here, though. Back-to-back possessions from Brazil. Just trying to chip away at this Filipino lead right here. Do what they can as we see great handles and a nice cut. There's our big man getting a dunk. Big man dunk, Bolvins.
That is reading, okay? Reading, having court visions from Blue Lock. You're like Asagi, understanding that there's something that got to happen for play, but down the lane on 2 heads. This man is taking bodies home. Man, oh man, I can't wait to see what we can do the rest of the game.
LCB has now posterized the 2 biggest men from Turkey and Brazil. There's no other teams in the tournament, excuse me, I should say, in the exhibition matches here today, Vince. He posterized them all. These men have families. I mean, have a heart, but fantastic stuff from LCB, just showing why, you know, he is one of the best players internationally in 2K in the world, as we see an off-balance 3 rattle home It's like he knows I'm talking about him.
I think he does, because this is an offline event. He kind of can see you talking about him, because that's what the beautiful thing about having a game where you can actually see your opponents. And I see the competition is getting heated, because it's still a 6-point game. 3:27 left in the second. Now Brazil is trying to find their groove, but that was a turnover to a beautiful transition three. As you said, get some water, because that net is catching on fire.
Yeah, that was a really nice quick transition three. That was basically 2 seconds from rebounds as we see a huge dunk in traffic. That was 2 seconds from rebound to three-pointer, exactly what you want to see. You'd be happy if you're the Philippines. Coach is happy, players are happy, fans are happy. Brazil getting a nice bucket just down the other end, making sure they're still within touching distance. You don't really want to give up more than a 10-point lead against a team of this caliber, because they might run away with it. Brazil will know that. They're still very much within touching distance right here, but have to get even sticky-ickier on defense as we see another beautiful three-pointer. Wow, there's the crowd. Make some noise, people.
I can feel the energy right here in the Suntec Convention Center, and I can see that we're trying to find out who's going to be the winner of this game with the 10-point lead, then bringing it back with a beautiful three. I got one word for you: retaliation. Brazil ain't going nowhere. They got hard.
Yeah, that's a fantastic shot right there, and that's what they need more of, I think, Vince. I think they just need to back themselves. They came into this game just a little bit cold. The Philippines just played an absolutely phenomenal game against Turkey. They're red hot. They come into this one as we see another three. It's the corner shooter. I mentioned it, the loneliest job in 2K, but he hits that three right there. Brazil maybe finally finding their groove here, Vince.
I'm going to disagree with you, because now you're trading basket for basket. You can't do that. You got to have a stop. Now, that was a beautiful play underneath the rim, but you need to get the ball back. Full court pressure is coming, but now you see the guard getting right to the lane, trying to find that open corner. J-Mac, oh man, giving him a snack attack. Now that's what's happening. You can't trade baskets.
Well, they do just have to clamp up a little bit defensively. At least they are heating up a little bit on offense as we see a great driving dunk right there. Oh, another posterizing moment. Very nice stuff from Brazil. So they're definitely entertaining us. They do find themselves down by 9 here, coming up on a minute to play in the second quarter, in the first half. What can they do defensively to try and claw back in this one?
I mean, right now, the big fella got cleaning the glass, a little beautiful takeover. Let's see if he can use that to the advantage. So when has that takeover, he'll be able to get rebounds better than anybody else if he has those certain badges on him. And as you can see right there, as I just explained, when you got that takeover, he's able to run down those boards so he can keep that ball on the other side of the court instead of going down and playing defense.
You know, it just shows how crucial those big men are when it comes to Pro-Am and 2K. Giving your team another opportunity with the ball right here to try and add this lead. And look, any bucket from the field right here is actually going to be the largest lead of the day of 11 points here for the Philippines. Brazil have 40 seconds to try and answer here before the first half is in the book. So far, so good for the Philippines as we see a huge block right there. Return to sender. We have 3, nay, 4 activations for the Philippines. Are you kidding me, Vince? They are literally taking over in this one.
You got lockdown, you got glass, you got 2 sharpshooters, but as you see, the Philippines are still able to score. So you got to make sure you get on the boards if they ever get off that shot. But Brazil has to take a second. You're down by 13. 12 seconds left in the second. What do? Do you keep shooting from down and basically live and die by the 3, or do you try and get off your opponent? But now you see you got some players activated. You got to cool them down. You got to score up, and now you got the defense of the Philippines going in a half with the lead. That's a beautiful balanced team right there.
Yeah, look, we spoke about Brazil and the mental fortitude. I think we're going to see it right there as we get another great crowd shot here in Singapore. Looking good, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And of course, the Philippines coming in red hot, having just narrowly lost to Turkey. They just come in stride. They've been, just like Ted Lasso said, be the goldfish. They forgot about that L. They're coming on trying to get the dub here. It's straight. There is no break here. It's straight into the second half. And now, really, what can Brazil do? The challenge has been laid at their feet right here, Vince. They need to pick it up and run with it, or else we are going to see, are you kidding? The twist back two-handed dunk right there from the Philippines, and their biggest lead of the day, 15 points. That was a thing of beauty right there.
The man got the cross fruit. He's trying to be the king of pirates right now. That dude left him like a bad relationship. Shout out to my man, Kyle Montgomery. Thank you for that line. But as you can see, Brazil trying to find their groove and going right to the quarter. Primeros, great pass underneath the hoop, but a timeout for Brazil to make sure things calm down a little bit. Now it's a 15-point lead. Now let me explain to you, Chris. When you got a 15-point lead, you may take your foot off the pedal. You can't do that. It's got to be pedal to the metal, because if you slowly start getting lackadaisical, you can lose that lead and maybe lose that game. So the Philippines have to keep stepping up. Woo! But a great three by Brazil. I think they heard me, because I think they're stepping up too.
Yeah, absolutely. And everything to play for here, of course. This is the Philippines' second and final game of today here at Olympic Esports Week 2023 Singapore. It is exhibitions, and we see, a deep 3-0 from the car park right there. That was a deep, deep shot, but they do get that offensive board, and another foul here to slow things down for Brazil. 12 points is not insurmountable, but you would want to start to get on your bike right here if you are Brazilian and start to get a few stops defensively to at least give yourself a chance in the fourth to maybe come back with that momentum and take it all away.
Exactly. Now you see the players there in the Philippines: Ice, Don Breach, LCB, J-Mac, and Social. I just think they look calm, but also you see some talking going on because they have us communicating. And as you see to the right, Brazil, you got Gage, Lewis Chance, Icy Martins, Primeros, and Mafrao. Now let's see what they can do. I mean, they look focused, all right? Actually, Primeros hunched over, looking at everything, but a rejected, no, a foul. Going to the line for two. Now, and you see the emotion. You see that they're really getting into the game, and they're feeling the pain, but they're going to keep going back because they still got fighting.
Oh, they do, without a doubt. Look, as I said, you're talking 3 possessions, 3 buckets, and they are right back in this one as he knocks in both free throws right there. Very good stuff. Full court pressure. LCB has shown when Turquia went for that full court press that he's a calm customer. As we see another baseline drive right there. The cut, the defense was actually pretty good for Brazil that time, but the skills to pay the bills on display right here from the Philippines.
It's called good defense, but better offense. It was very, very sneaky from behind. You couldn't see him. Now you see him, now you don't. But let's see what Brazil can. Crossing Gay is a very effective guard, trying to get the body. Oh, a nice little pass up the right, but big fella, little step back. You don't see those builds from big fellas with some dribbling, skills, because, sometimes they lose it. But he does have some handle, and off the mark, Philippines are going to show him with a nice transition.
Yeah, that was really great defense as well. A good foul right there to just shut down the easy bucket. That was really great defense from the Philippines. They recognize they have an opportunity here in the third to pretty much cement a large lead, which they can then hold to ice out the game in the fourth. They are switched on as LCB misses there, but another offensive board. Right now, Brazil have got to crash those boards defensively. Every single possession is going to start to matter if it doesn't already right now. So Brazil trying to find their way back into this one. The refs let him away with it, and he hits the 3, Vince.
Ooh, I hear from the crowd. They were shocked as well. I mean, this man waited to the last second like it was an action movie and the building was going to explode. You got to make sure you shoot it when it's open. But I guess he likes the theatrics, so I'll give you your Oscar, baby.
Absolutely. The other good point to make is, though, he literally milked the entire 24-second shot clock and then dropped in a 3. I mean, this is their biggest lead of the day at 15 points as we see another miss from Brazil. I like the look. I like the fact they're trying to force the 3. I think they need a little bit more of that, and then just a couple of defensive stops to swing their way. I even like that foul right there. The Brazilians are not giving up. Look at those faces, though, from the Philippines team right there. Not a lot of emotion. They are locked in right here, Vince.
I'm loving Ice. Like Ice right there, Isaiah, I see you, man. You are focused. And he's talking to his team, as you can see, saying, yo, let's go, baby. Why'd you give up? Why'd you give up? We're not giving up. We're going to keep going. Because the one thing I do know about that communication when you're in that headset, you're trying to make sure that your team is all on the same page, that you guys all are collaborating to get that win. 42-25. Brazil, a nice little hook shot off the mark. Man, you got to finish your breakfast, man. That's an easy 2.
Right. Look, that said, just by playing good defense and contesting that shot, you're actually making the timing of the shot all the more difficult. please understand, if you're watching at home, every time you shoot, you're not pressing a button, you're actually stroking the analog stick right there. We call it stroking it green, or making it rain, finding money, you name it, that's what they're doing. And when you defend that, it actually makes the timing window even smaller. So really good defense from the Philippines here. Brazil, just a little bit static here. They're trying to work that pick and roll meta, get an open three, but they gotta make those shots when they have them. And that's been the difference so far in this one, as we see a 19-point Philippine lead, as we are now into the bonus, which means the Philippines are gonna shoot a couple of free throws right here and potentially take this to a 21-point lead, which they do, Vince.
Again, that is Isaiah Vincent Alidada. Told me that is PHA Ice. This guy's 20 years old. He loves the Lakers and LeBron playing 2K since 2K20, and then start playing compared to 2K21. And the funny thing about him is that he told me a fun fact. As a kid, he did not like NBA2K, but his cousin always used to beat him, and then something happened during the pandemic. He was like, you know what? Let me start playing it. And he started understanding the mechanics of the game more and more, and now he's playing for his country. So shout out to you, Philippines_Ice. Let's see what you got on this game for NBA 2K23.
That's right, and I mean, what an awesome day. What an awesome 3 matches to broadcast out to the world, Vince. How many other kids are sitting there at home wanting to pull on the digital jersey for their country in the future? Let's wait and see. That's what it's all about right here.
And if you're just watching, the Philippines are now in the bonus. That means you get over a certain amount of fouls. Any kind of offensive foul, that team is going to go to the line for 2 points. You got to be careful when you're too reachy, all right? Sometimes you got to keep your hands to yourself, but you got to stop the offensive player. Just like that, playing solid defense. Philippines coming down. PHS, I was just talking about you. Oh, the announcer curse didn't work, man, but that was a nice little play going into the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Look, they've got a mountain to climb here. The advice I always give in these types of situations is don't look at the peak, right? One step at a time. Just look right in front of you, one possession at a time. However, when you are down by 23 points, especially at this level, every single possession is crucial. You got to come away with points just about every time. A heads-up timeout right there is about to give up the offensive 3-second violation. So he just resets it. They got 11 seconds to shoot here. Brazil, though, they need to dig deep right here, Vince.
Can we take a second and just look at the stats? J-Mac has 16 points. Those was the most quietest 16 points I've ever seen in my life. This man's like the 3 blind mice. I didn't know he scored that many. Man, oh man, that's what I love about the Filipino team. It's just that they have that balance amongst all the players. Where Brazil still has fight great from glass cleaner activation and getting up those 2 points. That's what you do, big fella. Eat them boards, then score them 2s.
That was their first bucket in a couple of minutes of gameplay. They needed that one there, Brazil. They got it. Now, can they stop them defensively? No. The Philippines have gone back to that well time and time again. Hello, crowd. And they keep beating that baseline cut. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's just so hard to be switched on to all of the weapons that the Philippines have here. They can hit you from the wing. They can hit you from the top of the key. And of course, that devastating baseline cut just seems to rear its head every time they need 2 points, as we are going to see a technical foul, which means 1 free throw and then the inbounds here for the Philippines.
Well, the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, all right? So if you can do it all night, keep it going all night. But the thing about this is that you got to understand that the Filipino team has been playing together for a while, all right? When we saw them in eFIBA Season 1, they had one of the best setups I've ever seen. It looked just like we saw on this stage, but dang, oh man, they're still bringing the pain from behind the arc. And again, that's from that teamwork and understanding what each player can do.
Woo. And they go into just about a full court press right here. Barely got over the halfway line there in time. And the Philippines just not taking their foot off the gas one bit, which is actually, as we see a nice jump shot there for Brazil, ultimately a sign of respect when it comes to this level, right? This level of competition, Vince. They are not going to rest. They're not going to sit back on their lead. They're going to continue to play epic offense, epic defense, activating the takeover here at LCB, trying to work his magic, trying to work this 3-point shot, just trying to get open, and there he shakes his defenders, pulls it up. Bam! Bam! 3 points again for the Philippines.
Wham, bam, oh man, that's how you show you're a shooter from down the arc. Inspiration could have came from Steph Curry. It looked like a Kyrie Irving shot with off one foot. But as you said, the Philippines are showing respect by still playing the game. I played the game of basketball myself, and when somebody's beating me, I do not want you to let up. Make me better, okay? Show me what you got so I can learn from it. That's how all the greats became better. That's how Kobe became better. That's how Jordan became better. That's how people right now like Jamal Murray came better. Shout out to the Denver Nuggets taking on that championship with the Joker. But man, that's what I like to see. Just be competitive and keep going, baby. Great defense by Philippines. Woo, I'm liking this.
Yeah, they are just playing smothering basketball right now. Continue to score, continue to just milk this clock down, ticking away to victory. It has to be said in this one as we see the ball make its way here to Preach. He's got to take that. He's got to take that shot. Rattles out, but he gets his own rebound. Are you kidding me? Oh, we nearly saw that baseline cut yet again, and some good defense to cut off the pass right here. Very nice from Brazil as they come back up the court. I tell you what, Brazil, they're going to have to turn into the goldfish in a moment, Vince, because they've got Turkey waiting for them backstage in the wings. That's going to be the next matchup now, as this one is just about in the books, it has to be said. Really fantastic, phenomenal rebound game here for the Philippines to put on 57 points against Brazil, who we know defensively typically are a really strong team.
I mean, I think it was the announcer's curse. When you hype something up, sometimes it doesn't happen. So I apologize in advance if that happens. But we know what you can do, all right? Look, you're down, but you're not out. And since it's a minute 54, it is a 27-point lead. As you said, they could just do some magic, okay? Be like Aladdin and activate a genie with our first alley-oop of the game. That's all I just said. All right, here's the say. Look, Philippines, I like it, but keep bringing the pain. Let's get some entertainment.
Our first alley-oop of the day. That was great to see right there. Fantastic stuff as we see great, just smothering defense from the inbounds here at the Philippines. They are just relentless at the moment. What a game from them. You know, they can hold their head high, and as we see a nice drive and a bucket here from Brazil. Brazil are going to have a shot at redemption in just a couple of minutes here. Vince, this is going to be a fantastic final game between Turkey and Brazil.
Exactly, because Philippines were licking their wounds from losing to Turkey. Now, you know, the Brazilians are going to lick their wounds from losing to Philippines. So we got to see, are they going to come out like a tiger in that last leg? Because the tiger is most ferocious with that last couple of days in life and will not leave anything left on whatever they are, if it's in the jungle or the prairie. They're going to fight until the end. And that's exactly what I think Brazil is going to do against Turkey. And that's the matchup I did want to see from the beginning. But a nice little jump and a rejection by Brazil. That's the defense I've been trying to see all game.
That was a fantastic block. Did you see that? I thought it was going to be a goaltend, but he got it just at the zenith right there. And return to sender. Really nice work as he's activated his takeover. And here we go. Brazil with a minute to go. Probably an insurmountable lead unless we are about to see eFIBA history as we see a fall-away jumper miss. It's been a resounding success here. Oh, what a dunk there from the Philippines, finishing in style, Vince. It's been a great bounce-back game from them. They lost narrowly to Turkey. Fantastic game from Turkey. The Philippines finishing their part in this exhibition day really, really strongly, and now Brazil are just going to have to hit that reset button here. 40 seconds still left in this game, but we know that they're going to be taking on a Turkey team that are going to be really high on their own supply, it has to be said.
Absolutely, and then shout out to, you know, Philippines playing a great game. Ice, Don Priest, LCB, J-Mac, and Social. I mean, we saw two of them gentlemen on our beautiful opening presentations here at the Olympic Esports Week 2023. And I love being here in Singapore and showing exactly what NBA2K23 can do on this kind of level with the beautiful stage right behind us and great competition. I mean, we got one more game for today, and I still got energy, so I may get a little more hype for the next one.
Well, we can expect some fireworks, that is for sure. I want to give Philippines their moment, you know, their spotlight here, Vince. It's been fantastic meeting the lads, hanging out with them all week. They have prepared and trained so hard for these exhibition matches. I see Martins rattle home a three from the corner. They've done a phenomenal job here in this one. That is going to be victory for the Philippines. In game number 2 of the day, we have one more game. Let's give them a clap off here. Phenomenal stuff. The crowd letting them know their appreciation. You can see what it means to the boys. great sportsmanship here as well, Vince.
That's exactly, and that's what this game's about, all right? Yeah, we're competitors, you know, we're going to talk that smack on the court, but at the same time, we're all being cut from basically the same cloth. We're all ballers. We all lovers of the game. We all lovers of NBA2K23 and next year for 2K24. But the one thing I do know is that the Philippines can lead with their heads held high, all right? They lost to Turkey in the beginning, but now they got to win against Brazil. But now Brazil's going to have to take a second, take a deep breath, lick your wounds, and get ready for a juggernaut when it comes to office in the Turkey team.
There you go. And look, the Turkey team already in their seats. They're back out on the stage. They're ready to go. The Brazilian boys there having a huddle, talking to the coach, figuring out, you know, what adjustments are we gonna make here before we take on Turkey. This is gonna be something special. And here we have our highlights, Vince, and I gotta tell you, for a long time in this one, it was one-way traffic. From the opening tip-off, they came out and actually went up 10-2, the Philippines, and just never looked back.
No, they never looked back. And guess what? As I said before in the middle of the game, when you get up by 15 or maybe like a 20-point lead, most teams, they put that foot on that pedal, but then they take it off, and then they start creeping back. But as you saw, the Philippines not good. But you see the emotions there from Brazil. They can play. It's just the Philippines had better offense. I mean, man, oh man, look at these threes. They're just raining. Someone was doing a rain dance and just hydrated the entire court.
And look, I really think it was because Brazil had to come in cold. The Philippines had just played an absolute nail-biter against Turkey. It went to overtime, so they got 5 quarters, just about 5 quarters of action to lose to a final second shot against Turkey. They were warmed up, they flushed out the memory of that L, and they went on and just kept the momentum, everything that was positive from the game against Turkey, as we saw a nice alley-oop right there, and a nice, beautiful baseline dunk. Look, the crowd were into that one. They really just went in firing on all cylinders, and that was the difference in that one. Now Brazil are warmed up, and it's actually Turkey coming from backstage who have to get warmed up again.
Yep, get warmed up again, but they're ready for this challenge, and I can't wait to see these two teams go against each other. I said this analogy the other day, and I still believe it, okay? It's basically an unstoppable force versus an immovable object. They're going to be balling because now Brazil has something to really fight for. They want redemption. Now they want blood. They want to make sure that everyone out there knows that they can play on this stage. And as you see, they're logging into the lobby as we speak, making sure things are connected, and that they can start this game of NBA 2K23. And I'm really excited to see how they're going to match up against each other because, as we talked before, these teams technically may have never been playing against each other. Do the connections, do the servers to make sure there's no lag and make sure there's no dropping out, because that's the one thing that we got to work on when it comes just on a worldwide scale, is understanding the connection to make sure that doesn't happen on a regular basis.
Yeah, there we go. Tanzu's already got gamer mode activated, sitting forward in the chair right there. Phenomenal stuff. Here we go. This is going to be the 3rd game of the day. Exhibition games here in NBA 2K. We are getting ready. The tip-off is coming. What a week it's been right here, Vince. I can't believe we're 2 games down already. This is the final game. Epic.
I mean, we have done a marathon. I think we have done over 40 games together within like 1 week. I'm pretty sure we can do 3 games within an hour and a half here in Singapore. And the one thing I am excited for is, as you see, the Sellies going in the white Turkey with the beautiful colors of the hair. I used to have hair like that, but then something called age happened, and now I'm bald and fast. And Brazil again with the dope jerseys. I need to call NBA 2K23 and have a real jersey made like that Chang right on the back, and we get Simpson on yours as well.
Absolutely, great stuff. And this is Pro-Am mode. If you're tuning in for the first time, it's NBA 2K23 Pro-Am mode 5v5. There are 5 players from each country here, Turkey and Brazil, each controlling their own avatar on the court. There are real-life basketball tactics. There are, of course, tactics that are unique to 2K. It is a sports simulation video game, okay? There's the meta. Yeah, the most effective tactic available as we see Brazil come out and saw first blood right here in this game against Turkey. What can they do? They need to flush out the memory of that stinging defeat right there to the Philippines. And so far, so good with the first bucket.
Yeah, great first bucket. Again, watching that ball go down the rim, but also Kato the problem, baby! Showing the big muscles. Slammer jammer time once again here in Singapore. Let me see you, big fella. Give me more.
He was both the problem and the solution there, Vince. That was a nice dunk to answer that Brazilian opening bucket. As we see good rotational defense, but maybe not good enough. Oh, the Brazilians finally found their groove here. Carnival time right there as we see a nice three-pointer.
Put up the three, baby. And again, now this is gonna be a battle. I told y'all from the beginning, when you got a loss, now you gotta show who's boss. And they're gonna crawl back. There's gonna be some retaliation, redemption, and something with a revive to this spirit. It is 5-5, but here's the thing. Turkey is definitely showing that they're not going anywhere. All right, Brazil going to find their groove somehow. Point guard Gabe crossing left, right, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Great time, pump fake. Oh, move your feet, you lose your seat. That's how you score underneath the rim.
That was pretty awesome stuff right there. Really, really good to see. Brazil have brought their A game here against Turkey, who find themselves down by 2. Of course, they're not going to be panicking. They were down, a pretty sizable amount against the Philippines. Brought it back to overtime as we see an open 3. And just like that, Turkey take the 1-point lead.
Are you kidding me right now? Now we're going to go to another sludge match. I'm definitely like to see these haymakers go left and right. Only a 1-point game, but you see the frustration from Brazil is very apparent. But Turkey, we thought they'll come off cold. They're just warmed up. They're probably stretching in the back, making sure they're ready. And a great steal by Turkey. Now make sure you don't have that backcourt violation. Iran, but fouling to make sure you're slowing down the transitions. You get the easy 2.
Yeah, coach will be happy with that foul right there. The crowd in the game on their feet. Very, very pumped for this one. This is, again, just a heavyweight matchup here. We've got 3 of the best international 2K teams in the world as Kato banks home another 3. Back-to-back 3-pointers here from Turkey. Unbelievable. They go from being down by 2 to being up by 4. And Brazil learning quickly why Turkey were able to get that win against the Philippines in game number 1 today.
And shout out to Kato, man. The man is a center shooting threes. Thinks Joel Embiid, but right there, the big fella on Brazil, making sure he's known, all right? Give it up for yourself, because I'm going to say this may be the battle of the bigs. I don't know how, but it is. But as you go, 9-11, 2 minutes left in the first. Oh, man! On his dead, make his bed. He may just be dead. That was great. Great slammer jammer time here in Singapore.
Awesome dunk right there. Phenomenal stuff. You love to see it, and it is actually, the choice as we see a good time out there. He's about to get a offensive 3-second violation. It's a choice whether or not you're going to dunk it or actually make the finger roll layup. And he said, no, today we will dunk. And what a dunk it was, Vince.
Today he's going to fly like an eagle. Can you see? But again, Kato the problem. Be careful. A big fella that can shoot a 3 is very deadly when it comes to NBA2K23 and the NBA as well. But they say Iran, he's hot, baby. Someone get something to put out the flames on that net. Do not let him open, but he is activated, and make sure people know he's on the court. Ooh, great defense and a nice little scoop with extra sprinkles. It is 11-15. Turkey up by 4.
So Turkey are using their patented full court press looks. 3 defenders down here to try to get the ball away. They know when to give up on it, though. As you see, they scramble back on defense. But driving without fouling, driving the ball handler out of bounds, he loses the handle right there. And just like that, Turkey's stifling defense all over Brazil have an opportunity here to take a really nice lead.
Now, Chris, let's see what they can do. That was an off-bounds 3. Great defense, but Kato the problem, eating up the board, showing what a big man does, and making sure he can find open. But again, loses the pass. Can't pass in the passing of the defender right there with that hand, because then you're going to have a turnover, as you see.
Yeah, absolutely. Just falling asleep a tiny bit, but there you go. Hustling back on D to force a turnover of their own. Iran, oh, great defense from both teams here, both ends of the court. Just saying, you're not going to get an easy bucket right here. And it just has the feel about it here as we're down to 40 seconds left in the first quarter that this 4-point lead can kind of go either way, Vince. I think both teams know it as we see more tipped balls right here and a big old dunk. Brazil close the gap to 2.
Brazil is closing the gap. A better show out than it was of game 1, and I'm liking it. They just knocked off that dust. Great defense by Brazil, stealing those cookies. Let's see if he gets that milk. It's behind the arc. Oh, off the mark, but great offensive rebound by the big fella, Mafra. Let's see what you got, Mafra. Now going to get up to Gabe, point guard, trying to control the offense. Off balance from downtown. That's what I'm talking about. Talk to the other team. Make sure you know it right here in Singapore.
The Brazilians showing a lot of passion, a lot of emotion on the stage right there as we see a nice quick dunk. Yeah, you can't have too much emotion though, right? You've actually got to play D right there. It's only a 1-point game, 1 second to shoot. We're going to run out of time on that baseline cut, but it was open, so they might have to go back to that well. Straight into quarter number 2. Only a point separates these teams. It is our 3rd and final game of the day, so we hope you're enjoying it. Eren has activated his takeovers. We see a massive dunk there from Kato the Problem, and a really nice bit of work there from Turkey, just etching away here a 3-point lead.
Gotcha, 16-19. It's 4:42 left in the second. 3-point game. Lewis Clamps is doing very well. Keep control for the Brazilian team. Passing, that's a dime. He was able to convert, but no, Big Fella's bringing it out. Cross-court pass, that's way too deep from his range right now, but I know this man can shoot from 3. But that was almost a foul, getting very physical, but the mid-range, baby, still there, and that's how you get him back to a 1-point. Down 1 point, so Turkey is going to come back down to see if they can get a nice little extra pass for the Kato the Problem. Jam Boy, what you going to do? I don't know. Don't toy with your food. If you're going to eat, eat. Oh, Eren. I don't know. Left and right. Here it comes. Behind the arc. Hitting his mark. They're still going 22-18.
He is making something that is incredibly difficult look ridiculously easy here. Phenomenal shot right there. The off-balance fall away 3-pointer from the wing with a little bit of pressure as well. The defender was nearby as we see Brazil answer with one of their own. A nice big board here from Mafrel. Mafrel has actually probably been the standout player here for Brazil. They find themselves only down by 4 points. Turkey with the stifling defense, 2 to shoot, gotta pull the trigger. It's the big man again. He misses, and a good defensive rebound here, an outlet pass from Turkey.
Well, I saw everyone was trying to get that board on that one, which I love to see. Again, great battle between these two titans of the game of NBA2K23. But a nice mid-range, but off the mark with a great transition, but fouling to make sure it isn't easy too, because they're still, oh, they got a technical foul. Reason why he didn't play the ball. He basically only played the man, and that is something you can't do in NBA 2K.
And I gotta tell you, we saw the passion early on from Brazil, but Turkey just calm, collected, steady hand as we see the corner shot rattle in and out. But Big Mafrel has the board here. He's gonna kick it out as he knows. Ooh, the 3-point stance as we see him draw a foul on the hard drive to the bucket right there. Zebras, getting involved in the game as well, given the free throws here to Brazil.
I see Iran and Kato the Problem got 11 points, so 2 players in double figures. I love seeing that, but again, it's only a 1-point game. You got to make your free throws to keep it in. And Chuck saying, there's an old saying, shots win games, but free throws win championships. And I see he's playing with his food. Off the mark again, defense from Brazil. Let's see what you can do. You got to convert something.
Oh, they have an opportunity here. My favorite kind of lead in a 2K game. Vince is a 1-point lead as we see. That right there, that is Tanzu, the captain with the blue hair. He's just playing on an alternate account right there. It's not E24J. That is, in fact, Tanzu, the captain of Turkey, picking the pocket here, getting his team back the ball, and trying to add to their 1-point lead. Kato the Problem, activated takeover. Going to try and be a nuisance around Eren. He's going to pull up and probably, curse of the commentator, needed to hit that one.
Definitely need to hit that one, but this is going to go down to the wire. Like I said, Brazil has something to fight for. They got to make sure that everyone in their country knows they're here for a reason, doing their thing for their country. And you know what? South America is proud of y'all, man. I have to admit, you are making history on this day and this Olympic Esports Week 2023. Turkey versus Brazil. 2 minutes left in the second, 21-22. Let's see what Brazil can do. As you see, the big field's activated, but off the mark, a defense from Turkey. Let's see if they can convert now.
Yeah, look, a miss there that I thought was actually going to be money. And Turkey with a nice cut to the bucket right there. That's a captain's bucket. He said, I got you boys. Watch, this is how it's done, and it just adds to that lead now, a 3-point lead right here, but they really needed that. We hadn't seen a bucket in nearly a minute of gameplay. Great work from Tanzu.
Beautiful, but dang! By Bathdaw's hammer, you shall be avenged. That right there is a slammer jammer, and maybe the dunk of the game. And they're saying, I'm bringing this pain. We ain't going nowhere. That's all I want to see. 23-24. Let's see what your kid can do. No answer back. Brazil could be running away with it.
The flying pink beard right there. And that was the captain as well. So both captains stepping up to be counted when their team needs them. Phenomenal stuff. Not sure what's going on with Gab as he gets his pocket picked right there. Didn't look like he lost connection there. He was just waiting as we see a massive dunk from Kato, and the 3-point lead restored yet again. 1 minute left to play here in the first half, Vince, and this one has not disappointed.
It's a 3-point game. Brazil, you're still in it, baby. 54 seconds. What are you going to do? You got to get control. As you see, they're trying to do a top of the court pick right to the left. You got open, but you got to convert a great offensive rebound by the big fella. He's going to bring it out again and reset, because you know that shot clock went right back up. Now 6 seconds left, eating the clock, trying to be the last shot of the half, and couldn't convert.
Here we go, back the other way now for Turkey. I got to tell you, Mafrol has been fantastic with those offensive boards. He's probably been the player of the game for Brazil in my books so far, Vince. But there is a 10-second differential between game clock and shot clock right here as Turkey trying to add to this lead. Eren saw the lane open up in front of him, potted like the Red Seas, and dunks it home with authority.
That's why I'm took, man. Man, he shook him, took him, and booked him as a victim. That's what I want to see, all right? Offensive mind, 5-point game, 7 seconds left in the second half. Let's see what Brazil can do. Off the mark in the mid-range, but great offensive rebound. The second offensive rebound. That's how you do. Get crazy on the boards to keep sure you have that possession and come back from this only 5-point deficit at the free throw line. As you can talk about big man, you always say shoot free throws, and he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. But then I jinx him. Announce his curse.
Big man shoot free throw. No good.
That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear, Chris.
But hey, listen, we'll give him a missed free throw because he was probably my MVP of the first half. He created so many second chances for Brazil with those offensive rebounds. The lads look pretty calm, pretty collected. They'll be happy with that first half performance there, Turkey, because Brazil came out with the hot hand. They had just played, yes, lost against the Philippines, but they were warmed up. Turkey needed to get back into the groove of things, right? And so far, so good, as we see another captain's bucket right there. And you know they're communicating with one another. They're basically saying, like, let's run this particular play. Come to me, I got you. And we see stifling defense. I don't mind that foul at all whatsoever, trying to pick the pocket.
Well, you got to find the hot hand when it comes to any kind of offense, when it comes to a team, all right? Who's the one that's always going to convert? Who's the one that's going to be the one to make the big play when it matters? But as you see, that was a big play right there. Turnover to see if they can extend this lead. All right, Turkey, giving the Kato the problem. As we know, problem is behind the arc. That's where he can actually do a lot more damage than most people know, because he's a big fella. And when you got a big fella, Bill, you're playing against all big fellas, but that was a beautiful slip and a pick and roll. And baby, that's how you get to the hole.
Yeah, that was phenomenal stuff. Brazil with the strategic timeout here, just like real life. You're trying to kind of take momentum away from your opponent. You're trying to calm the nerves a little bit, talk game plan. They'll recognize that this 8-point lead, you know, you don't want the gulf between you and your opponent growing too much in the third quarter, because it sets you up for a nightmarish scenario in the fourth. So far, so good. That's exactly what you want after a timeout. And now look at Brazil come up with the full court pressure. They didn't quite man up just well enough, and now scramble back down for their half-court D. Wide open Eren, a little lost communication right there, and a massive three-pointer from Turkey. Again, I just felt like they didn't quite set up their full court press there, and then they were just caught running around like headless chooks.
But you got to run out to that shooter. You got to contest him. Put your hand up. Hand down, man down. He's going to be able to score on you. But let's see with Brazil. You're still in this game. Just got to make sure that you convert those easy buckets. A nice pump fake, but then a timeout from Brazil. Now, let's take a second. Iran got 16 points, leading for Brazil, but then Gabe with 10 points. And I got to admit, there's a lot more that this Brazil team can show, because they just got to turn up just a little bit more, and they can come out on top.
Yeah, it doesn't take much for them to get hot. You're absolutely right, Vince. We've seen it in previous iterations of the eFIBA Season 1. They can pour in the points. That's kind of what the doctor ordered here, as we see a nice off-balance shot kissing it off the glass there. Here's the full court press now. And again, I just don't think they set it up quite the way they wanted to. They've got to work on those comms. Look out if you're Turkey, though, because once they get that right, we know it can be deadly as we see a great three-pointer. He's just so hard to cover when he's activated like that. It's nearly impossible to stop him.
When you stroke it green, that's what I like to see, baby. But understanding, yeah, keep control of the ball, and then a backcourt violation. If you guys saw previous 2Ks, you don't really get that because they'll stop right there. This is how real the pro-am specialty of it. It's just so great to watch to show this realistic of basketball in NBA2K23.
Yeah, it's actually why it's one of my favorite game modes. And again, if you're playing 2K bingo, you've got your backcourt violation as we see another big three-pointer. The lead is growing here for Turkey. They will be sensing a potential upset as they are going full court press here. And then just watch how calmly they rotate back to their positions here defensively, set up their half-court defense. Brazil definitely still in this one. It has to be said, Vince, but the defense getting better and better from Turkey. Big three from the captain. It's good.
Transition three. One of my favorite plays in the game because everybody's still running for that rebound. But if you got the confidence, baby, 1, 2, 3, let it fly. So it's 44-28, 2:17 left in the third. Brazil, I know you got some more fire in that stove. Let's heat it up just a little bit. They're going to foul to stop the open lane play, and they're going to take it out of bounds. Now, all about here is about communication. Let's see exactly what Brazil can do to answer back to this onslaught of the offense from Turkey, which we did talk about before. Gabe, the point guard, trying to get something, trying to be on the big man that they try to double team. It's an open wide corner. He's going 1-on-3, which I don't know if the best strategy, but nice mid-range. All right, you know what? I put my foot in my mouth. That was a beautiful mid-range. You know what you're doing.
He made it look good. I just want to give Tanzu his props here. Looking back at my notes, as far as I can tell, that is the first three-pointer we've seen Tanzu make commentating together. And he is the oldest player on that Turkey team. So Stella got her groove back right there, Vince. Good to see. As we see Turkey add to the lead, it's now grown to 16. The full court pressure is coming. Brazil have 90 seconds left here in the third as we see another turnover. It's Captain Fantastic again, finding his teammate for another quick bucket. The lead is 18. Brazil have got to steady the ship here. They've got to find their nerves because Turkey are going for the jugular here.
Yep, and give it up for Jamboy, Majit Jamboy, okay? Born in March 8, 1998, 25 years old. His favorite player is LeBron James and the Lakers. And man, another slammer, jammer, alley, woo! That's all I wanted to see here in NBA 2K. I was trying to do some introduction for players, but man, that was too entertaining.
Phenomenal stuff here. It has to be said, Turkey are running away with this one. Brazil just need to control this last minute here of the third quarter, etch away, chip away at this lead just like that. High percentage 15-foot bucket from the shoulder. That's exactly what you want to see. Now play some good defense. They are not out of it, guys. I have seen Brazil score 40 points in a quarter once before. Yes, not against Turkey, admittedly, but they are capable of it. They just need a couple of defensive stops here to finish the quarter well. Good ball rotation and rims in and out right there. Here come Brazil at the other end. Big dunk from the captain.
That's what I talk. Put Atlas on his back. He made sure everyone knows he's here. That's how you slam it. And that's how you put some pride on your name because you are Brazil. It's only down by, let's say, 24 points? But no, 14 points. We're good. Oh, whoa. Let's go. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. A three-pointer, 53-34, 19 left in the third.
That's it, 19 seconds, 19-point differential. Again, Turkey, they came to play, Vince, as we see a nice big dunk there. Marvel still one of the best players for Brazil here so far in this one, it has to be said. We've only got 8 to shoot, trying to find the open man. Probably should have pulled the trigger there just enough time to get that dunk home.
Man, call him a Skywalker. That was a fast-paced dunk right there. And then end in the third, man oh man. 55-36, 5 minutes left in the fourth. It's still action-packed. I'm still loving this game. But Brazil, you still got something left in the tank. I know you can do it. You got 3 players activated right there in the Turkey team, all sharpshooters. So you got protected 3, but then that's how you answer back with your own 3, 39-55.
That's it. Each of the 3 teams we have here today, the Philippines, who's obviously have played their 2 games, Brazil and Turkey, They have all joined the prestigious 120-point club as well. So we know they have the scoring capability, which is just an insane amount of points in Pro-Am mode in 5 minutes to be scoring 5-minute quarters. So far, so good from Brazil here in the fourth. Just trying to chip away at this lead as we see the captain rattle home a three. It's a 13-point lead now. Tanzu will be calming the troops here. He'll be saying, come on, lads, turn this around as Brazil try to clamp up on defense here. Really good work so far as he's open for the three, and that is what you're going to get from a championship team like Turkey. You're going to get calm nerves. You're going to get clutch shots just like that down the stretch in the fourth.
Loaded with the CRG. That was a D3, but as you see, they are exchanging points. You got to pull away. But you said that was over, I think, a 24-point lead, getting down to 16. It's showing Brazil still has life, okay? 3:57 left in the fourth. They still can. Getting this great defense by Turkey. Another showtime by the big man. He's trying to rip down the rim and say, yo, we're going away with this.
Yeah, I was expecting the Shaq attack right there, but he kind of just said, no, we'll just take the easy two right there. High percentage dunk. Really nice turnover, it has to be said. Brazil, not out of it at all. 3.5 to play here in the fourth, but they do need to get on their bike, as we say in Australia, and start pedaling, because they got a little bit of a mountain to climb as we see a good look, but a miss and a great defensive board. It's the captain in the corner. He turned away before it went in because cool guys do not look at explosions. Tanzu making it rain from deep.
Full court transition three. Man, that hurts confidence sometimes. That hurts your insides. You got to be careful of that. But Brazil, again, I'm still on your side. Let's keep fighting. Oh, open left on his head, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Still got that pride. They ain't dying yet.
Yeah, that was a gorgeous dunk right there. Has to be said, I really love the fighting spirit from the Brazilians here, especially as they find themselves down and really just fighting for every single possession here. Nice look, nice three. That is the way you're going to do it. If you're going to do it, it's got to be some quick transition buckets. We just saw two of them. 2 seconds between rebound and three-pointer. You love to see it. High caliber, high octane 2K. As you see Eren rattle in and out. Nice big rebound there to reset. Clock is their friend. They'll be taking their time with this one. Trying to find that open look here. Jamboy, great defense though. Way to cut off that corner pass. As we see a huge junk, he locked it, he loaded it, and he let loose on that rim.
Nelly, here comes the boom, baby. Like I said, they're still fighting, okay? 49-63, 2 minutes left. Look, there's still some light at the end of the tunnel, okay? If they can knock down some key threes down in the stretch, maybe, but that open lane was too open, baby. That's like an open relationship. Anything goes. You got to close that up and lock them down.
Hey, if they like it, they should have put a ring on it, mate. But here we go. Brazil with the rock coming back up the other end, trying to make something happen. You can hear them communicating under 2 minutes. Now is the time that they've got to just catch fire if they want to see themselves win this one. Turkey will know. Clock is our friend. Let's milk it for all it's worth right here. 90 seconds to play. The lead is 16. It's a tentative 16 as we see a nice easy two up for grabs right there. The lead being 18 points. Turkey fighting to the last. They are not resting, Vince. Look at them get the turnover from the inbounds. Find the big man for the three. He misses. The captain has the rebound. He's probably going to hit the reset button here. Kick it back out. Nope. Alley-oop dunk from 1 centimeter away. Look what it means to him, Vince.
Oh, someone put cuffs on that man because that was criminal on that court. Are you kidding me? But now it's just put it on a show. You see, these teams are going for national pride, all right? This just is an exhibition match. But, man, some rivalries are going to be created today. Turkey is trying to say, I'm the best in the world. And I'm telling you, when we keep going with this, hopefully, I'm going to put that in the universe, there's going to be more competitors and more chances to prove that you are the best around.
Yeah, big time, Vince. You know, These three teams had never played each other, never met in real life before today. That's what's been phenomenal about this event, about the Olympic Esports Week 2023 here in Singapore. The crowd have been awesome. It's been a fantastic host nation, it has to be said, and they are loving every minute of it. I love the effort that we're seeing down the stretch. With only 1 minute to play, both teams still going at it like it was a one-point game, Vince.
Exactly. And again, you keep playing. You don't stop, okay? That's what I love when I used to play in the court, all right? I don't care if I'm down by 1 or down by 20. I'm going to keep rocking up because all it does, it gets you better. And all my weaves, all my nerds out there, this is right here is Saiyan level. This is Dragon Ball Z. Every time I fall down, I'm going to get stronger. Every time I lose, I'm trying to get my power level up. And that's what these players got to think every time they pick up the sticks. Yeah, today wasn't my day, but tomorrow that will be. But a nice jam by Turkey, 71-51. I'm just having some fun right now.
Yeah, this has been a really solid performance, and so Turkey, even though these are exhibition games, try telling these lads that right. They have beaten the Philippines. They are a matter of seconds away from defeating Brazil as well. They will have the bragging rights until we see them at hopefully the next global tournament. It has to be said, they have not disappointed. Turkey with all the bragging rights at the moment, Vince.
All the bragging rights, and you know what? They're showing why they should be. But guess what? They put on a show. And that's what I like to say. That's what this is about. It's putting on the show to show the world what NBA2K23 can do in the Olympics. So everyone give these players a hand right now. Before the first game was amazing. Second game action-packed. We had dunks, we had dimes, we had defense. We had everything you want in an NBA game. So let's go to all the countries that have been here.
Absolutely awesome scenes here. We can hear the crowd clapping them off. You can see the camaraderie. It's been so great for these three teams to actually meet in real life, IRL, Vince. We've got to hang out with them at the hotel, here at the venue, taking in all of the esports that we've seen. It's been great. These are friendships that are being forged, rivalries that have been forged without a doubt, okay? And you can just see what it means to the lads from Turkey to go undefeated here today, knocking off the Philippines in their opening match. Then they had to go away, get cold, come back against a resurgent Brazilian team. So far, so good. What a great three matches we've just seen.
It's a beautiful, 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 baby. I love seeing it, okay? Don't that know it's the eFIBA expedition of the NBA2K23 right here, Olympic Esports Week 23. And you see, this highlight was actually insane. If we get toward the end of the game, the dunks are crazy. But I gotta admit, Turkey showed out. I mean, Iran was absolutely irate on that court. You know, over 19 points, making sure he's doing good. Actually, no, I'm sorry. He had 23 points. Katie the Problem had 19 points and showed that they are that offensive squad. You see, even had some defense, and bam! Slamma-jamma time. It was beautiful to watch. But Brazil, again, had so much heart. They did not stop. They wanted to make sure that they did their part and put on this beautiful show here in Singapore.
As we're seeing all of these dunks back to back there, I just forgot how many we had in that game. I mean, we have been spoiled for choice here, spoiled by the insane amount of skill that we've seen on display from all of these players. Quite literally 15 of the best 2K players on the international scene in the world here in Singapore this week. It's been an absolute honor and a privilege. It did just prove a bridge too far in the end for the Brazilian team, but Icy Martins, who rattled home a few shots here in that massive dunk, was a captain who can hold his head high. It's been an honor and a privilege to watch him, it has to be said.
Absolutely an honor and a privilege because I know they did their thing for this, and I can't wait to watch more of NBA 2K23.
Wow. What a show that was. That is NBA 2K23. That's what it is all about. Let's get down to Chad Nail, and he's on the stage with the three captains from the teams you've just watched.
I'm looking forward to a quick catch-up with the three captains down here. How good was that NBA 2K23 turning it on here at the Olympic Esports Week? I'm going to start with Brazil. Unfortunately, not taking home the win today, but what a great experience to travel here to Singapore, play the game that you love, and take on some teams, meet these guys in real life as well.
Yeah, for sure. That was our first game in LAN. And playing against these guys, they're absolutely insane. It's such an honor, and congrats to them. They deserve it.
Well done, man. And how tight was the competition out here? Because we know exactly these two captains next to you, how good they are.
Actually, we started really sloppy in the first game, and it catched up on us on the second game. We had some 3-minute sleeps during the game, and it costed us a lot. So
unlucky.
Yeah.
All right, well done. Congratulations on making it all the way to Singapore. Let's go to Philippines. Man, you were on fire in that first game. Goes to overtime. Oh, so unlucky. But how about today, huh?
It was a great experience, man. Playing against Turkey and Brazil, they showed up. I mean, Singapore's been a gracious host. We're thankful for this event. Well, we hope we get another one here.
That first game, oh, so close. It could have gone either way. What do you think was the decisive movement?
I think for me, if I hit the last shot in the fourth quarter, things would have ended quite good for us. But, you know, we got to polish our defense, we got to polish our offense. All players makes mistakes, but that's the next step, figuring out what to do next.
Unlucky. Hits like 40 points, and still unlucky and dark on himself. Hey, Tanzu, well done. Turkey, you're doing a fantastic job. You must be thrilled with the country's performance here.
Yeah, I will firstly congratulate my teammates because they showed up big character, especially John Boy. And really, like, we tried our best to keep him out of the rhythm, but he just scored and scored and scored. But yeah, thank you, like, Singapore, thank you, eFIBA, thank you to NBA2K. However, like, it was an incredible experience for us. I hopefully, like, this will go on and go on and go on. Yeah, so it was a fantastic experience for us.
Yeah, it was fantastic, even just watching it on the floor. There you go, Singapore, NBA2K, your three captains bringing the heat to Singapore.
Thank you so much to Chad, and thank you for the interviews, but also giving me just a couple of minutes to catch my breath, because that was outstanding. I'm lost for words, because I think you two guys used up all the words in the English language over the past couple of hours. But honestly, what a fantastic show that was. What an introduction to NBA 2K23, and what a way to shine a spotlight on the game.
Exactly. I mean, these kids and these men came out hard. Like, they came out saying, look, I have a chance to show what I can do on this global scale. And shout out to the Olympics, to IOC, eFIBA, giving them that chance, because as we saw at eFIBA Season 1, you know, we were just doing it from a little studio there in Denmark and Copenhagen, but now we're in this beautiful venue, and I'm pretty sure they appreciate it much more than us.
Yeah, without a doubt. Look, you could see, obviously these are exhibition games right here, okay, but you can see what it means to the players, touching the flags on their chests. You know what it means to the family and friends back home, the basketball federations and associations. And I mean, it makes our job easy when the players are that good, Ed. Well, we might have used all the superlatives in the world, but well deserved, it has to be said, Vince. But I do think for future events, we are potentially going to need a real life oxygen tank up here, because wow, high octane stuff.
Yeah, I got to say, I am no doubt certain that NBA 2K23 has found a lot of new fans over the past couple of hours. Thank you so much to Vince and to Chris. We're going to cross back down to Chad. He's with some familiar faces from the past few days.
Fantastic time representing the Olympic Esports Week. I'm joined by the other casters and presenters that we've had up here. We couldn't fit everyone up here, Anita, because I think we had 36 of us. But I'm going to start with you. Can you even pick a highlight from what has been a crazy, crazy 3 days?
So, of course, there were 5 exhibition events. One of them today, huge highlight, was in Street Fighter, when an outsider just came and blew everyone out of the water. He beat the best in the game. And so to see someone who was relatively unknown come and win was just so great.
And Ash, alongside you, I know that you spent a lot of time in the free-to-play areas. You didn't quite get down there and show us your dance moves, but you just did about everything else here this week.
Absolutely, I really loved the free-to-play zone, but the best part was the fact that there was a Singaporean winner, like a medalist, like in Taekwondo, so I'm really happy about it. But just like Anita, I really enjoyed the Street Fighter because it was my favorite game growing up, so you know, I was geeking out when I watched the whole thing. Honestly, I'm really, really happy to be part of this, so yeah.
Brilliant. Hey, let's go to Claudio down here. You've come all the way from Australia with me here this week. How about you, man? What stuck out from this event? What are you going to take home and tell everybody about?
You know what? I think when you're at an esports event, you don't probably expect that level of athleticism. But I tell you what, you know how many people were sick and they worked their bodies to the core? Dance, we had someone who had to go backstage. Duathlon, we had someone that had to go backstage. It just goes to show these guys push themselves to the limit, so respect.
Absolutely. And Ed's just run down here, so I've got to get a very quick word off you as well, Ed. Hometown for you here this weekend. Did you enjoy that?
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. I'm still catching my breath after the NBA and running up onto stage as well. But I've got to give a shout out to the crowd because they've been absolutely fantastic. And a lot of people came down here probably not knowing what they were going to watch, and they've come away fans of eSport and fans of the entire couple of days. So a huge shout out to them. It's been an absolutely fantastic time.
Absolutely. A big shout out also to Joachim as well, who couldn't get back up here to join us. I've had a fantastic time working with this crew, but also the crew behind the scenes who have been here setting up for months and months. Everyone here at Suntech who's done a brilliant job, to the International Olympic Committee and all the federations involved. It's been fantastic. Thank you for having us. And now it's time to sign off with what is going to be a really fantastic closing ceremony. Let's go there now.
Listen up. I got one question to ask. Are you ready? I'm bringing a habit to all foes until they are better.
Today marks a historic moment in the world's sporting journey as we raise the curtains to the first ever Olympic Esports Week.
In sport, everyone is equal. No matter who you are, where you come from, or whether you compete in the virtual or the physical world. Now is your moment to shine.
Lamb's going again, flies through the group, and there's Zach there going for the finish.
Just insane.
Feels quite surreal.
Come back in this, and he has done with 102. That's an amazing shot. That's what you want to see.
Got Avenger, that's on target. Gets the ball, brilliant by the Frenchman.
Finally, Garvey Cork starting to attack an exotic.
It's almost like a duel. It's kind of chess on water. And they'll be trying to use that wind shadow to slow the boats down. Beautiful, beautiful.
Really being here is a dream come true.
The energy is electric.
These are the cream of the crop right here. That is a statement home run. Swing and a miss, strike three. One on the way from Kiba. It's a high fly ball in the left field. And there for strike three. And Shora.
Maybe he's feeling it.
Wow!
Players that are blitzing out those moves.
Big chance here. Multiple match points to seal it. To the net, to win it. Got it!
Amazing.
Every single moment matters. He really has nothing to lose at this point.
Will they get to close things out? No!